Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan and welcome to a blind watch party. It's Bat May, so we're going to do some Batman for you tonight, and joining me as always is Austin the Day Ghost.
I just got crazy news while we were playing in, which is that
Is
the
it
actor who
Batman
played
related?
Howard the Duck. No, the actor who played Howard the Duck just died.
What?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
crazy.
just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
We're
it's like that is
losing.
not news I expected to
No,
just pop
no, just all of a
up.
sudden, so I want to apologize to everybody because we're gonna have to end this stream and immediately do a news stream about that. It's very important to Austin. We have to do that. This feels like
Exactly.
it's in bad taste. I apologize.
I
I
mean,
apologize.
he
But
was potentially a bad person. There was that whole thing.
there is that, yeah. But I mean,
But
still, you know.
that it was just like a crazy thing to read.
Rest in
Anyways, so I
peace.
like completely derailed us at the
We're not
beginning.
glad the man's dead or anything.
No,
Boy, that hit me
no, not at all.
sideways. And these things always come in threes. We super sadly lost Peter David this week, and now I don't even know that actor's name. The actor that played Howard the Dog.
Ed Gale. He was also
Ed
Chucky.
Gale.
No, it was
That's
just
right.
one of those things. It was just one of those things where I saw it and I'm like, oh, I don't even know how to react to that. Like, how do you react to Howard the Duck is dead?
And so, just given that these things always come in threes, that is a weird first two. Like, what's the third one gonna be? I'm not saying guess at what the third one's gonna be, Austin. I'm not actually suggesting
Put
that.
in the chat what you think the third one will be.
Well,
No,
Well, anyway, I don't want to do too much preamble because we're watching a very long thing tonight. If we manage to get through all of it, we're gonna watch at least a few chapters of this. We may go all the way to the end. It kind of just depends on how it's going and how we're feeling. We're starting later than we wanted to. We were having some technical difficulties before the show, but luckily we managed to smooth those over finally. And I thank you guys for being patient with us. Austin, we are once again gonna actually have a little Batman in our Bat May. I don't feel like we've gotten as much Batman done this May as we did last May, but we are two in a row. We got a Batman thing done last night. Big, long, chunky stream last night on the first.
big, long, chunky Batman known as Absolute.
That's right. The first volume of Absolute Batman, which I really liked, is got like this fire under me for comics again. Just all of a sudden, I'm excited about the hobby. You know, I haven't been in the longest time. I actually went to the shop today and bought a couple of number ones just for covers I really wanted, and it's I don't know. I'm excited about comics. And then Friday, we're gonna do Batman Forever. So we are getting some Batman done, but tonight we're going all the way back. When I say all the way back, I mean all the way back to just 4 years after the creation of Batman by Bob Kane with Bill Finger, and that is the 1943 Batman black and white Batman serial. So this is in how many parts, Austin? 12 parts? 10 parts? 12 parts?
I had it listed by episodes earlier, but then when I switched to this,
15.
the one that you have in the description, it doesn't have it, so
It's-
I'm not sure.
It's 15 chapters, and
okay.
they're all like 15 minutes apiece, I think. I think it's something like that. You can watch along with us. The link is in the description. This is a Columbia serial that I have not watched really any of, although I at one point I checked out the first couple of minutes of it just out of morbid curiosity, and I'll make this point just right off. Listen at the start, Austin, to the very beginning of the score, because the first couple of notes there clearly inform the '89 soundtrack, and it's fascinating. None of the rest of it sounds like that, but you like Elfman was very obviously looking at that, and it's really interesting.
Fascinating. So it's got like the bam, bam.
Yeah. Yep. And undeniably, it's right there from the start. So everybody strap in and get ready for World War II anti-Japanese racist propaganda. That's what's on the docket for this evening. We're all very excited for it. So yeah, just disclaimer. This is very I mean, politically incorrect is not even a harsh enough term for what you're going to see here. There's going to be a lot of people calling. Every time you see a Japanese person, there will be an American character that calls them a Jap. This is the time and place that we're at here. Remember, this is 2 years. So everybody is scared of the Japanese in America. The internment camps have just been opened. And I'm just putting some historical context here. And this is 2 years before the bombing of Hiroshima. And one thing to look out for with this too is, ironically, I have read up a little bit on this, and ironically, the villain's plot, this evil Japanese scientist, is to basically make the bombs that we bombed the Japanese with. It's very interesting.
Fascinating. Basically, this is our version of Godzilla commenting on Pearl Harbor. Or our. I'm not even American. This is your version of Godzilla, but to Pearl Harbor as opposed to what the Japanese version would be.
Matthew Bass, a holy racial slur, Batman, discussing topics, says this outright calls the internment camps a good thing. Yeah, so if that's stuff that you just can't stomach, going back to the past, you may not want to watch this with us. We're going to have as much fun with this as we can. And I don't know, I think this is going to be a somewhat weird and difficult thing to comment on, but there will be funny things to laugh at, I'm sure, and interesting elements that inform and inspire Batman things later. I know about some of them. I'll point them out as we get there. And anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We encourage you to watch this with us. This is a watch party. We've not prepared for this. We've not looked at this ahead of time. And I don't think this is the kind of thing that we would want to sit through 3.5 hours of and then review. I thought this would be a more fun exercise than that. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, the link is in the description. You can watch it for free on YouTube in its entirety without having to jump around chapters. I've got the clock there on the screen if you need to sync up with us. And let me get my audio set up, and then away we go. Austin, are you set up? Are you ready to go?
I'm good.
Okay.
Ready to rock and roll.
Here it comes. Yeah, I don't know if that's applicable for this, but here we're gonna rock and roll to anti-Japanese propaganda. Okay, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I could hear it.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like kind of faint, like you gotta really be listening for it, but it's definitely there.
But it's there. There's no way that's a coincidence. It's very interesting.
Based on the Batman comic magazine feature Detective Comics.
So we're not going to have a dark and brooding Dark Knight with this. Don't get too excited about that. This Batman is going to be pretty indicative in behavior and attitude, as far as I've read, to the way he was portrayed in the comics right then. But we do have a moody-looking Wayne Manor.
Yeah. Some perverts filming it through a bush.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Wow, look at that Batcave.
I think the Batman just has like the president's desk.
He just has a resolute desk.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's great.
There's like a little chair in the corner too. That's for Alfred.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, is that just a silhouette of a bat on the back wall? At first I thought it was like a hanging bat, but I can't tell.
I was thinking it's like maybe painted in. No, because it would be like rockier. I guess it's like a hanging thing, yeah.
Must be. I like how Batman...
Yeah, Robinson.
I'm sorry, Austin, you dropped out for a second. What was that?
Oh my god. I was not expecting... What's that say?
I think we've got a lag again, Austin.
Uh-oh. It did seem to like blink for a second.
Yeah.
I did not Uh-oh.
Hopefully it comes back. Hopefully we'll be all right
Yeah.
here.
I just did not expect Batman to like jump from one vehicle to another vehicle like that fast. That was crazy.
So we have Captain Arnold instead of Commissioner Gordon. I don't know why, because Gordon is in the comics. The only four comic characters you'll have in this are Batman and Robin and Alfred. And this Alfred will inform the comic Alfred right after this, and everything that comes after it. And then his girlfriend in this is his girlfriend in the comics right then. Everybody else is made up.
Is it Victoria No, is it Victoria? Whatever, Madison.
No, it's not.
No, Julia Madison.
It's it's not. It's
okay.
a character that they stopped using like by 46.
Okay.
Linda Page. Linda Page. She is comic book.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think we ever do anything with her ever again.
You know, that guy that was with not Gordon also kind of looked like Knox.
That's true. So you gotta love how young this Robin looks. It is nice to have a really young Robin.
Well, and he was driving. Oh my god, we got the Bat brand.
Yes. So I read about that too. There are a few things that this serial rips off from another Columbia serial from a few years earlier called The Spider. And The Spider also does that, where he puts his emblem on people's foreheads.
I think I knew that about the Spider, but
And I've never seen
remember.
that.
I guess Batman on film started the same way Batman in the comics did, knocking off a pulp hero.
The font that we're seeing on signs in stores in this looks identical to the 60s show, which is directly parroting this and the 47 serial. And so that's one thing I wanted to look for real hard while we go through this is what things the 60s show is actually drawing from.
I love this Bruce Wayne already. You've had a pretty busy day, huh? Yep. This guy is just instantly the best Bruce Wayne.
He looks more like a Kit Walker to me. He looks more like he should be the Phantom.
Oh, sure. He's just very disinterested.
Yeah, he's great. He's so flippant.
And Robin's like, secret identities are dumb. That's why I also have one. But you shouldn't.
Why don't you tell him about you, but not me? Don't tell him about me.
I don't want her to know about me.
Just make sure that she never sees that we're driving the same car when we're Batman and Robin as when we're not Batman and Robin, because they don't have a Batmobile in this. They just
because Batmobile didn't exist yet, I don't think.
Yeah, so they didn't call it that yet. That was a couple years after. But they don't use any special Bat vehicles because they just don't have the money. Columbia was a small studio, and their average for movies was like $150,000 in an era where most studios it was more like $500,000. And so this is just a pretty cheaply made, comparatively anyway, project, and so they couldn't have a special car. It's a nice car, but Bruce Wayne is driving the same thing as Bruce Wayne as he is as Batman, and nobody notices.
Well, I couldn't remember when the Batmobile originates, because his car looks like the original Batmobile. Well, like, it is literally just a car.
Yeah, that's true.
But I like that Dick Grayson also walks around looking like a little Bruce Wayne. It's like Bruce Wayne's got like a little mini-me.
He's got like the same haircut.
It's great.
What is...
Yeah, and they're in the same suit.
What would stop you from just plastering a big bat on the front of the car? Like, that can't be very expensive. Wouldn't it be great if when he's Bruce Wayne, he drives this car, and then when he's Batman, it's the same car, but he just puts a big bat on the hood of it? He just takes it on and off.
Great. I think he kind of does that with his motorcycle in The Batman, at least by the end.
That looked like my niece in that car.
Although I was just thinking, it's kind of interesting if this is kind of knocking off the spider that the spider is part of the influence on Spider-Man. It's like it is kind of cool that this is Columbia, and then Columbia will eventually do Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's a good point. That's so weird.
Yeah, look, what are the odds?
So Alfred in this looks and sounds more or less like an Alfred that is actually pretty modern that we're familiar with. In the comics before this, he's of course real chubby and is plucky comic relief and doesn't have a mustache. Now he's apparently played for comic relief in this also,
Mm.
but he uh, looks more posh and slender. And then
Yeah.
that's one of a couple of things that every Batman thing after this, and in fact, the comics immediately, like Bob Kane insisted on changing.
Mhm.
Allegedly, Bob Kane goes to Bill Finger after he sees this and says, "I really like the Batcave idea. Let's start doing the Batcave." And so this actually invents the Batcave.
Mhm. Yeah, I knew that one. Well, and I guess that is something that's kind of interesting is that Alfred is still usually the comic relief. Like he never really lost that.
That's true, but more of like a bumbling kind of thing. So
No,
in
and
the
when he starts as
comics,
a
he's
cop too.
well, what I was going to say is in the comics, he actually starts as an amateur detective, which Dan Sten
Yeah.
brings up, and they keep that in this apparently. So there's supposed to be a couple places in this serial where Alfred goes out and attempts to help Batman as a detective.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I knew that about Alfred. I was just thinking like it is interesting that even though we've lost that element, like he still is kind of
That's
the
some
comedic relief
excellent rear
character.
projection, guys. Good job.
What are we in Doctor No?
So
Here we
this,
go.
yeah, here comes the race. So this Batman's this actor is Lewis Wilson, and he is the youngest person to date who has ever played Batman. He is
Oh,
23 years old in this.
interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, he doesn't look that young.
Hmm.
And our Robin is played by a 16-year-old kid
Yeah, and Robin, you can tell, is actually underaged.
who started in the industry at 2 weeks old.
Oh my God, that's crazy. God, remember when you could go for like a cool ride for 10 cents?
You remember when you could, you remember when you could go to a circus and call people that don't look like you a freak show and no one was offended?
And throw peanuts at them. Now we're just in the Temple of Doom.
Yes, but hilariously, there's not one thing we'll reference that isn't post this. Roboter's men came fully grown at 40 when they turned 18 in the 1940s.
That's true.
That's about right. Do you think
What
we're
is
in?
this spot?
Do
The
you think we're in the
caveman?
same? Do you think we're in the same set that we were with the Batcave?
Yes.
Not totally sure, but it looks like we might be.
This also kind of reminds me of Superman the movie with like that scene with Otis and the train on the train tracks.
Oh, sure. So, this racist caricature of a evil Japanese man is an actor who played just constantly like Asian heavies and various just different ethnic things in general. Like he's an Italian man that I think he's Italian. I forget that
That is the
is
thing you see a lot is Italian people like being swapped out for different
for
nationalities
everything.
because they're
Yeah,
like vaguely ethnic.
ethnic. Yeah, so he's Hispanic. He's all kinds of different things.
Exactly, exactly. Basically, this guy is the original Rob Schneider, is what you're saying. He's playing everybody.
I don't know how long I can deal with this voice. And I don't just mean because it's offensive, just because it's so drony.
Hmm.
It's like I can't even listen to what the man's saying. I'm just hearing this cadence. And if we watch three and a
Yeah.
half hours of this, I'm gonna go to bed and not be able to get it out of my head and jump off a bridge or something. I don't.
Well, the funniest thing is, I didn't realize at first that like obviously I know we're in like the Japanese section, but when he started talking for a second, I thought he was doing like a Marlon Brando in Godfather. So it took me for a second to be like, oh, he's Japanese.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dan Sten. He's Irish, not Italian. I could not remember which it was.
Ah, those damn Irish.
I crammed right before this. So I have this. I'll bring this up real quick while we listen to the most drony fake Japanese accent. This is a book that I bought years ago, actually directly from the man who wrote this. This is. I don't know if this is really hard to get now. It's certainly not liable to be in print anymore, but this is a book called Billion Dollar Batman, which came out in 2011 and is a series of chapters about mostly big screen live action Batman. It is super thoroughly researched. And there is a full chapter on this serial and a full chapter on the 47. And it's exhaustive, the research in this book.
That's amazing.
And I just remembered like a few hours before this tonight. I was like, oh, I have that book. I wonder if I didn't even know if this was in there. I was like, I wonder if there's a chapter on it, and there was.
I like his
Is he Mr. One
mind
or
control
Mr.
device.
One? I'm not sure.
I would guess one.
That would be my guess. Well, I'm not sure because
Then it could be one.
the guy he did this to is not supposed to be a Japanese man. I don't think. Because the villain is named Daka. It is too bad that we didn't try to uh, actually adapt the Batman villain for this.
It could have been cool if you had like a Doctor Death or something in
Hmm.
this role. The Mad Monk.
But as lame as this is, I think it's also important to note that this is pretty uh, faithful to the comics at the time, also, because every superhero comic right then is also like World War II political propaganda. Not everything, but a lot of it. And so, like, Batman in the comics is also doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you gotta, go back to a time and place too. Like World War II is a really big thing that's happening right now, and like you said, this is right after Pearl Harbor. Like tensions were a little high. You see a lot of stuff like that too, like post 9/11.
Dan, how can you even say anything after the way he talked like that? I don't know what he means.
I don't know. I guess like if you're the other guys, like how do you respond when he starts talking like that?
On hand.
And it's like it's like half Marlon Brando in The Godfather and half Peter Lorre. That's what a Japanese person is.
Again, all things that come well after this.
Exactly.
Dan Schneider, $2 super chat. They need to bring Dr. Daka back for the Nothing verse. There's no chance
Hell
anything
yeah.
ever adapts this character.
Dr. Daka will not be Japanese in the Nothing verse. That's okay because he's also not Japanese here.
No, yeah, right.
Oh my god, he's got like the Moonraker gun, but really big.
Like if we weren't told this was supposed to be a Japanese man, I would not know it.
Mm.
And if we weren't in like a makeshift, Oriental section of Gotham or whatever, like I would have no idea.
I like that all of the zombies wear the same, like, kind of the Phantom-y look, outfit. Just with dumb pants on top.
I just don't think it's necessary for this man to be talking this much. Like, we're really padding for time to get this to 15 minutes.
This must be just a whole episode of... I don't know, because I guess it can't be, because there's no way that stuff with Batman was long enough to be a whole one.
No, Well, and I'm pretty sure we'll still get the chapter breaks.
Mm-hmm. I would think so.
Maybe we won't. I'm scrolling through here and I actually don't see the chapter breaks. Maybe this is a movie version that doesn't have the chapter breaks.
It is possible. Exactly.
Oh, and that makes sense because this was probably released at some point as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was re-released a couple of times in the 50s and maybe the early 60s, and I wonder if they did it as a whole movie or if they actually did it as serials. It seems unlikely by the 50s that they would be putting it out week to week.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think we're probably in the second episode by now. And these have episode titles. I kind of wish we were watching it that way. But I did not think to check that with this. I thought this would be easier than trying to sync up together every time.
Every time, yeah.
So the
that makes sense.
So the first chapter is called... Oh, no! The first chapter is longer than the rest of it. So we're still in the first chapter. According to Wiki, the first chapter is 27 minutes long, and then after that it oscillates between 17 and 18.
Oh, okay.
So it's an extra long first chapter.
I guess that makes sense. You gotta establish everything. I mean, you could have cut down that DACA scene.
Yes, you could have cut that down a lot. All we need to know is that he's after a radioactive isotope and he's making zombies. You're done. He's got a headset thing. He makes zombies. Mm-hmm. He's got a Moonraker ray.
Yeah.
I think it's also sad that your villain has a futuristic piece of technology. Batman has no gadgets of any kind.
He's got a two-fisted partner named Robin.
That's his gadget?
Yeah.
He owns a car.
And a British man to drive said car.
That's
his car also does change color while driving. That is cool. Well, Dick, there's people right next to you and you just screamed that you're Robin.
Nobody knows what that means.
I guess so.
We got Dotson here. No, nobody cares.
We got Robin here, so nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about the boy Wonder.
I'm going to see if I can find what kind of car this is. That was a great scream. Should we do like Vicky Vale and count
it took her a second to realize what was happening. Climb that ladder. This serial's got crazy stunts.
J. Carroll Naish is the guy who plays Dr. Daka.
Oh, okay.
Naish was Hollywood's all-purpose ethnic. The swarthy, dark-haired actor played Latinos, Italians, Arabs, American Indians, and Asians.
That's even funnier than that he's Irish. Like he walks in and he's like, "Oh, I can play any ethnicity you need me to."
Oh, he was in Captain Blood. That's one of my wife's favorite films.
I can be one of those bloody Japs for you.
Oh my god. Hey, look, Batman's on a roof. He's in his natural
He's on a
habitat.
roof. Oh, they're gonna
Whoa.
shoot the Moonraker gun.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little.
So yeah, we've got our first really early attempt at a bat suit here, and these suits are not form fitting at all. And the material used for the cowl is much thinner than the rest of the outfit, and you'll notice it bouncing around a lot. Yeah, jump through that window, Batman.
Yeah. Mess that window up.
Yeah, speed up the footage. Go around that corner, Batman.
I do like his bat suit, though.
Do you?
I think it looks pretty good.
Do you like the ears?
Yeah.
Do you like the floppy
I do like the
PVC pipe ears?
Long.
Whoa! Did you see the electricity?
Yeah.
Okay, that was not anticlimactic. That was awesome.
It was. Well, because the 60s one, they're like on his head like that. Like they're really small and they don't lift up at all. This one, at least, it's like full on like that. I like that.
Yeah, but at least the Adam West mask doesn't have bouncy ears that like flop around whenever you move your head.
Ah, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, mess him up.
Get him. Did you see him just slap the man's hands?
Yeah.
He runs up and immediately
That
just
also
goes,
got a pretty short cape, too.
Yes. So they changed the cape length so that he wouldn't step all
Wouldn't
over
fall
it.
over and stuff. Yeah, makes sense.
There's supposed to be a place where it's really obvious
messed up.
that it's a stuntman, and where between shots we've had to like sew part of the costume back together so you can like see the seam of it like between shots.
I love that. It's great.
You know, for what this is, I'm not minding this action, Austin. It's kind of fun.
No, it's genuinely like kind of thrilling. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I like that this is early enough that we have that just in Superman's like this too. That just real traditional Crusader Batman where he's getting his hands dirty.
Yeah,
and he's not. You know, this version is not filthy rich. Like he's rich, but he's not like Tony Stark rich.
Oh my god.
Did Batman just fall asleep? Like, did he get hypnotized? What is happening?
I think he's like knocked out. Oh my god.
Leap to your doom. Wow, that's violent.
Robin's getting so beat up.
Why did Batman just fall asleep on the roof for a second? I don't even know what's happening.
I think he was like struggling to not fall like unconscious. Oh my god.
Oh man, look at that drop. That was great. That drop on the scaffolding? That was awesome.
Oh my god, the scaffolding worker fell though he's dead.
So obviously these serials were a lot more about action than they were any kind of like character progression, character depth. And so
yeah, grab that gun, go ahead.
What you really got to hope for with these is just that the fights are fun.
I don't know if you caught that, Cap.
No, I didn't.
When he moved like that, you could see part of the shirt on the Batsuit was tucked under the belt and not into the trunks. So they like went over the trunks.
Oh man, is he gonna have to use Bat Wake on this guy? We're in the first episode. We've already taken a villain into the Batcave.
Yeah. I like Robin's really big mask.
Yeah, that is store-bought. So they built the suit,
Oh, of
but his
course.
mask is just like a dime store Halloween domino mask.
Yeah, but I like the really big one over the like small domino mask. I think that looks pretty cool.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it looked kind of goofy.
I mean, it does, but like I don't know, it works for the aesthetic. Does Batman also kind of have a cowl? Oh no, it's just because it like folds. It kind of makes
Yeah.
it look like he's got a not a cowl. That's not what I meant. Like the I guess that's like kind of what it is. Like the around his mask
Batman's threatening this guy with a ray gun.
with the Moonraker gun.
I like that we're actually dealing with the bats in the Batcave. That's fun. Like that for this is really inspired because again they didn't take that from comics. They came up with that.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know this until I read about this today, but I didn't know that they have a grandfather clock entrance to the Batcave. Of course, the animated series does that. I didn't know that started here.
That's really cool.
That's super cool.
I also like Batman being like, "Don't worry, these bats won't attack you unless I tell them to."
Yeah, that's awesome. They're great survivors.
This Bruce Wayne also has kind of a Sean Connery energy to him when he walks around in his suit.
Yeah, he's why is he aiming that at Alfred? Oh my god, what a jerk! Worst boss ever.
Don't worry, Alfred. That will come out of your paycheck.
That is the meanest April Fool's Day joke.
Imagine if it's just a real gun. He just walks in and just shoots next to Alfred. But
I
he
don't
also
know.
didn't see how that gun. Oh no, I guess he did because they dodged the like electricity.
I don't know how what he did is all that much better than if it was just firing bullets, though. He's like, I know what we'll do. We'll have a little fun with our butler. We'll go shoot an electromagnetic gun at his table.
That's
right
what Alfred
next to
gets
him.
for taking a break.
Hey, look, it's Chief O'Hara.
Yeah.
Also, listen
I
close
bet you that actor was not Irish.
Also, listen close to because this Batman has a really thick New York accent.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cool. He's got a bat for his call sign on his tags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to say that was a thing in the comics then, but it's been so long since I've read Golden Age Batman.
So just so that I can follow this a little better, I've got the captions on Austin, but they're auto created captions. So when he just said you two, he said you two something. It came up in the auto captions as YouTube birds.
YouTube some birds. That'll get to the bottom of this.
I had a split second where I was like, they don't know what YouTube is in 1943.
Robin's gonna start watching TikTok.
I won't keep doing this, but Radium Gun came up, Red Jump Gun.
It's not even close. The YouTube one, at least, like, I can kind of see.
Yeah, but jump? Come on, AI.
Really hates his accent.
Me too. It's fine. We have to get back our radium gun.
I remember I had a math teacher with a really thick accent, and she had like this different type of lesson plan where she recorded all of her lessons and made us watch them, and then in class we only did work, and putting on the like auto captions for her videos was the funniest thing ever because YouTube had no idea.
So there's a villain in a animated Tick episode. The episode is the Tick versus Science, and he is another. He's like a parody of this kind of thing, where he's like a Japanese stereotype, and he's named Doctor Mung Mung. I just thought of this. He sounds exactly like this guy. And I'm.
Oh my God! Robin became Doctor Horrible.
Oh yeah, he's got the goggles. That's amazing. Hey, Batman! Your Robin is trying to join the evil League of Evil. You might wanna stop him. He's been sending messages to Bad Horse.
Well, Batman's wearing like a tuxedo version of like a science lab coat. I don't know what his outfit is either.
Did you see how it started to fade out prematurely? It was like, I'm gonna fade out. Wait, he's still talking. Okay, now I'm gonna fade out.
I will only get one take. This is the picture business.
That's analog. Writer, $2 super chat. What's the story behind the Captain Logan bat symbol? I don't know what that means.
Oh, is it the old one you used to use, or was like the bat symbol with your face on the head? Because you used to have like a thing like that. You used to have like a '60s inspired logo or opening intro. Is it
that's
that?
true. Yeah, maybe that's what he's talking about.
That's the first thing that comes to mind for me, at least.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was just an intro we used to use with a logo we had made for us back when we were working with Danny Nixon. Writer, $2 super chat. Oh man!
I was about to say this is going to be the Flugelheim Museum part, and then she got gas.
You're totally right. Yep, we got gas. Like, we've already got some of the big '60s staples here. We got gas.
Bruce Wayne's got... oh, she stood me up. What's up with that?
We've got Batman knocking out villains in the Batcave, or I guess he didn't knock him out, but he brought him down there. I'm not sure what he did with him.
I threw him out onto the street. That was the guy that they like threw him out of the car as they drove by.
Oh, I missed that.
He was the guy that had the note on. He was the guy that had the note on him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with everything when you're talking over it.
Oh, absolutely.
Writer, another $2 super chat. Where did that Arkham Asylum standee come from? I got this when that's actually Arkham City. When Arkham City came out, I was not working at a GameStop anymore. It was a year after I did that, but I went for the midnight release for that game back when we used to do that. I missed those. And I stood in line for the game, and they were doing a little tournament with Predator. It wasn't Predator missions. I think it was just it was just, I don't know what they call them, Austin, when they do like waves of enemies and you have to fight them.
Oh, just like the combat maps, yeah.
The combat maps, yeah. So they were doing that for Arkham Asylum, and I got second place, and I got that standee for it.
Nice. What does the QR code on it do? I just noticed that there's like a code.
I don't know. I've never scanned it. I bet it doesn't do anything now.
It probably doesn't do anything now, yeah. I just wasn't sure because it looked like there was maybe writing under Batman's chin. So I wasn't sure if it was like scan this for like whatever.
What's weird in my brain now is that is 13 years old and we were already doing QR codes back then.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, we had those back then? I think I learned how to use a QR code like a year ago.
Good Lord. Paper, mister? Here, have a paper.
At my movie theater, they always do a, please get off your phones, like turn them off commercial. And then the immediate thing that follows it is always a scan this QR code commercial. And it's like, at least flip them.
Bob the Hunt, $5 super chat. Original Batman was never supposed to be the richest person in the world. He was supposed to be just rich enough to be Batman. Yeah, and he gets perpetually richer and richer in... That's a point that this guy makes in this $1 billion Batman book. Bruce Skively is his name. But he mentions that in like live action adaptation, every time we see Batman, he's a little richer, and that's
Yeah, it's kind of like a Flanderization to a degree. Like it's just like a way we've kind of like pushed that further.
which is really funny because we just reviewed Absolute Batman, which finally completely flips it, and he's not rich at all.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention it. It's also kind of like the Aronofsky Year One movie that almost happened, where he also was not going to be rich. I don't know
Oh,
if you
I
know
didn't know
about
that.
that. Yeah, he was gonna like work in a garage, and the guy who owned it was I think his name was like Big Al or something. And that's like your Alfred
Oh.
take. Yeah,
See, again, I like that kind of thing as an alternative, but I don't want it to be the only Batman thing we're doing.
mm.
You know, same thing
Yeah,
with
for
Superman.
sure.
Like, I don't want a Superman movie where Krypton never exploded, but if you want to do it, a like side Elseworlds thing that has that, like, have at it. It's also weird that
I
you
like
have
that.
a utility
Oh,
belt
sorry.
that
Go ahead.
he's. It's also weird that you have a utility belt. He's never going to pull anything out of it.
Mm. Well, it just holds his trunks on. I like that Batman's like cape and mask are black or white depending on the scene and lighting. I think that's kind of cool. Like it's you can imagine when it's lighter, it's like a blue, but if it's dark, it's black.
This is great that we're climbing up bat robes.
Yeah,
I wasn't necessarily expecting that. So they're not walking up the building like they do. You gotta
no,
have
it's
massive,
like crazier.
you gotta have massive arm strength to be able to do what he's doing right now. And see, he doesn't
Exactly.
have batarangs, so the end of his hook was just, or the end of his rope was just a hook. It just looks like a question mark. It's not even a batarang.
Oh, that's Bob Kane saw that and he was like, "Ah, good idea would be the Riddler."
I'll give him a cane because that's my name.
I'll create him with Bill Finger.
Get him! I love these fights, Austin.
They're
Just
wonderful.
completely raw and not at all choreographed they are.
Yeah, no, that's why they're great. Oh, Batman's cape came off.
Yeah, I think this is maybe the scene that he
Oh,
wrote about.
and
Yes,
now
where
it's
now
back.
it's back. Yeah, it falls off and now it's back, and you're supposed to like see the scene where they fixed something. This is the scene.
That's great. Oh yeah.
Oh, and now there's smoke.
You can see it's like down the middle of the back.
That's great.
I think his cape fell off there too.
Look, Austin, this author signed my book, and he wrote Captain Logan in it.
That's awesome.
Go ahead, Robin. I'll
Batman,
follow
can
you.
you talk like that while you're being gassed? But wait, if Batman can tell it's gas because he breathed it in, isn't it too late?
How did it not knock him out?
Now destroy whatever's left.
Austin, all of this is a little moody looking.
Yeah, no, this is wonderful.
I didn't expect this to have any style at all. It's got a little.
Yeah. No, this is genuinely kind of thrilling, I'm not gonna lie.
Austin's like, this is so cinematic. I wish we were watching it in a movie theater.
Exactly. Oh my god, he fell!
There's a lot of falling from buildings in the show, or in this serial. I just keep waiting for Robin's paper R to pop off.
I mean, I'm sure it does at some point.
Oh, it's that 89 Ricochet sound. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Pa-ting!
That's not in the 4K one, though, of this serial.
Why would you ever buy a cereal on 4K? What would be the point of that?
You don't want to see this on 4K.
No, you do. You think this is the most cinematic Batman masterpiece we've ever had. You're like, it's so
true.
thrilling.
It's the Batman that's this.
The Batman could have learned some lessons from this, Austin. It's
It's
almost
true.
there, but
I mean,
it's
his cape
not
should have
quite
fallen
this.
off in one scene.
You're a stupid, bumbling fool.
Paul Dano also should have played a Japanese Riddler.
He's always jutting his chin out. Like, he can't talk without, like, looking up at everybody. Mr. One.
Of the New Order.
Wow, the New Order sounds scary. Except I can't
His
take
accent just
seriously at all.
does not register as Japanese, like, every time he speaks.
Dan Schneider, do you think 89 was looking at this? What about 66? 66 is directly parroting this clearly. And, like, serials in general, but I can already point out 3, like, major elements that 66 is, like, regularly doing that's in this. And
Yeah.
one of them is the bat rope thing. Oh, he's the Borg. Did you hear that?
I was going to say it was very close to futile.
Yeah, he is just like fake Japanese Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
We shall see about that.
You'll come to me on the day of Pearl Harbor's anniversary.
So I think the first step when you're making a Batman villain, wow, that's terrifying. You don't want that over your face.
They put a UFO on his head.
Yes, have some.
They put the UFO that Wilford Brimley was building in the Thing onto his head.
Now he's gonna read Marty McFly's mind.
Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Austin, I want a replica of this prop so bad. I will put it in my bunker and make people put it on their head when they come in to my house.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be sad now that this prop is not in your movie.
If I'd known about this, I would have built one. We would have had it. But
It would have cost $5 to build it, but it would have been amazing.
It would have been amazing. It's kind of a cool looking prop. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it is really cool. I love it.
So I was worried when we first met Taka that this was gonna be a lot slower than it has been, but so far this has been kind of watchable.
Yeah, no, I'm digging this.
Stop. Okay, so real quick, 2 things that you probably don't want to do if you want your Batman to be menacing. One of them is don't have him play red light, green light with his zombie henchmen. That's the first thing. And the second thing is you don't want him to his big villain plan to just be ASMR. Those are kind of the 2 things.
I mean, it worked for Madam Web's villain.
No, it didn't. Oh, the Japanese Cave of Horrors.
Yeah.
I will never forget
So
this.
you'll never forget as long as you're hot.
How are you, brother?
That guy's a loser. He's just going on by himself in a 4-seat car.
You know what I miss little carnivals like this? Where, like, you get in a... I've been to a couple things like that. I did when I was a kid, where you get into a little trolley like this and you go through a makeshift haunted house. Like, I love stuff like that.
Yeah. Every time we come here, we keep doing a close-up of that guy who's moving. So I'm like, is he supposed to be a person?
Robert says that prop was probably borrowed from another production.
Oh, definitely.
We're going to build one. So you know how you were talking about Bruce Wayne seeming like a secret agent in this, Austin? It will be revealed later that he is.
Oh.
So the cops are kind of after him, and they don't realize that he is working for the federal government.
Okay.
And from what I read, and apparently you don't find this out until episode 4, and reading about this, I can't decide. Again, I've not watched it, so we'll see what it's like looking at it. But I couldn't decide reading about it if it was like a afterthought later where they went, oh, and he's also working for the government, or if they meant that as a reveal from the beginning. It's very strange, but there's going to be this really ambiguous question about whether the federal government knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Because they send Bruce Wayne a letter about his mission, but we don't know if they know he's being Batman or if they think they're employing Bruce Wayne and he's putting on a batsuit. He has a secret identity.
You should have kept that.
No, Robert, I do not miss racist carnivals. I just miss carnivals. When I went through a haunted house like that, it was not called a Japanese cave of horrors.
Wasn't the Japanese tunnel of love either?
No. Meanwhile, at the clock tower... Dan Schneider, $5 super chat. Imagine if this was made now with this guy playing a Middle Eastern terrorist like Frank Miller would have wanted. That would have been wild.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like that long ago that we stopped doing this.
That's true. Okay, wagers on whether we think this guy's beard is real.
His beard did look weird. Oh my god, Robin's dead.
That always works in old movies and TV shows. The karate chop that knocks you out.
Yeah.
Even Star Trek does that.
My favorite is in GoldenEye when Bond gets Xenia on a top to take him to where 006 ends up being, and they're in the car, and he's like, "Good night," and he goes like that, and then it's just down like that. It's really funny.
The guy in the beard is Alfred in disguise. Says discussing topics. I did not pick up on that.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, no, of course it's Alfred. Now I see it.
Okay. I haven't been paying close enough attention to what that guy's face looks like. Oh, but that is one of my three things. Alfred, like, helping out Batman on missions, and being in disguise especially. And in 66, we go to a further absurd extreme when we have him in the Batsuit more than once.
I wish I wouldn't do that. It makes me very nervous. This is great.
Dan Schneider, he knocked Robin out with a newspaper. That's amazing. I think he just karate chopped him. Did he actually use a newspaper?
He was holding something. I thought it was one of those like black club things that you see people like hit people with a lot in movies.
You know, we've got one roof set, but they're at least like changing the lighting and maybe moving around background stuff to make it look like we're in different locations. Mm. But I like the roof set. I like how much this Batman thing is at night and on a roof. That's cool.
Robin just keeps getting punched in the head in the serial. You need to do a counting crypto freaks thing with how many times Robin gets punched.
He's getting his ass handed
to him.
Oh
my god! Robin jumped like 10 feet down onto that guy.
And that's also a 60s Batman thing, but I don't know if that's intentional.
Alfred got punched in the head.
Because that show was over and over again.
It's that, and people keep trying to throw Batman off roofs, out of windows.
But that show was notorious for Burt Ward getting hurt all the time.
Oh, okay.
Robert's broken window. I knew about that line. I was waiting for that.
That is wonderful.
Help!
Alfred's got a gun.
Help! I'm being murdered here.
Alfred's killing people.
He's just shooting willy-nilly everywhere. He's not even aiming.
Help, I'm being murdered.
He just ran out of bullets.
Not bad, I'm packing.
Good job, Alfred. Next time, don't bring a gun. I oppose those.
You hear that? How many did I kill?
Yeah, did you hear what?
Did
you hear what Robin said?
No, what?
You killed 3 of them twice.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Alfred goes, how many did I kill? 7? Robin goes, no, you killed 3 of them twice.
I think he ended up hitting Robin's brain. Yeah, Batman, the way his mask is, it reminds me of in The Killing Joke. There's that panel where Joker puts his fingers in the eye holes of the bat suit and like pulls it down, and it goes like, not skin tight, like kind of pulls it away, and it looks just like that, but naturally.
This just went up at least 2 ranked tiers for the shot of Alfred willy-nilly firing everywhere. Like, if this was C-list tier 5 minutes ago, it is at A tier or better right now. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Robert, you only kill 3 of them twice. My favorite Bond film.
Yeah, there you go. That's also the one where Sean Connery becomes Japanese, so it fits.
If they just kept everything at night, they could get away with the car stuff looking better because they don't have to do any rear projection. They just put black behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That looked okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of used to that with like car scenes in old movies, so it doesn't even really jump out to me.
I know. I mean, it's just how it was done then.
Perspective.
I know. I'm also right about it. You wouldn't even think about it at all if it was just black all the time.
No, you are right.
Thank you. Oh, good. We gotta have a classic obligatory people standing on train tracks when the trains come and scene. This is cool though because it's over a bridge.
Mm-hmm. It's like Stand By Me.
So this is cool.
This is going to be a bigger.
Chivali's right. Sorry, Chivali's right that Batman himself doesn't have a, broody, dark, conflicted attitude or anything, but the piece kind of does relatively.
Mm. Oh my God! Batman just threw that guy off.
And there's no question about killing indiscriminately in this either. We don't have to have the ethical dilemma conversation about whether Batman should kill. He is a soldier on a mission.
Though I don't know if he's technically killed anyone. I don't know how high this is. So that might have been the first one. That guy throwing that stick into Batman's head that killed him.
We've also come totally full circle in Batman history now, Austin. Because
there's water underneath. He maybe didn't die.
Maybe not. They could have shown us that at the start.
Oh, this thug though just came out of the water. That's the guy he punched off.
Okay. So now we're gonna watch and see if Batman ever actually kills anyone. But what I was gonna say is, over the last couple of decades, it feels like we keep making Alfred more gun-toting and more violent. And I didn't know that he just shoots people randomly in this serial. We've come full circle. This feels like a modern Alfred. Did you just say I wish we could have cut one of them and make him talk?
Yeah.
God. This is a very ruthless Batman and Robin. I guess the excuse
he's gonna Rancor.
I guess the excuse is it's World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got this evil Japanese plot where he's trying to take over the world.
Don't you bite him.
That's also a thing that happens in the 60s Batman. The villain with crocodiles?
Oh, you gotta have crocodiles with freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
To their heads. Well, what I'm wondering is if there are a lot of other serials where that is just kind of a cliche, where there's like pits of crocodiles, and that's why 60s Batman did it.
I could see that.
Because I am not super well versed in serials.
That's also, I think...
He's got a trapdoor, you gotta have that, Austin.
That's also just a trope of, like, adventure stuff at this point, too.
That's true, absolutely. And so is the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this guy is a little bit more menacing now that he has a trapdoor and crocodiles.
Mm-hmm. And zombies that are created by a UFO machine.
Yeah, there's something about the presentation that makes it less scary than it should be.
He's also got a cool microphone. This guy's got it all.
What he really needs is a translator. He needs a man standing behind him saying everything he's saying in a crisp American accent. What are you talking about?
I love this guy, because obviously he's just trying to get to Daka's place, but there was a crowd lining up to get in this ride. Nobody complained that this guy went on his own. Oh, we got a different angle of it this time.
This would have been a fine henchman layer for Joker.
Yeah?
I mean, besides the, Oriental background stuff.
Oh, yeah, because you have like a funhouse type thing going on.
Imagine if we did racist, stereotype Japanese Joker in this, where we just
I am the ambassador to Japan.
Where we just took the Joker, but we make him kind of this guy. I myself prepared the charge.
Robert just said the guy who plays Batman in this is the father of Michael G. Wilson, who was one of the main producers of Bond.
Oh, fascinating. Everything with Batman is connected to Bond. Like, even going back... I mean,
there's so much Bond like what will be Bond trappings in this.
I know, and even going back this far, these two things can't stop talking to each other. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently, this actor really wanted to be a villain in the 60s show. And I think it's...
Daka or the other guy that's talking right now?
No, I'm sorry, Batman. And
okay.
I think it's kind of ridiculous that he didn't get to do that.
Yeah, it's too bad. Well, especially interesting, too, because then Adam West would be one of the actors that are looking at to replace Connery.
That's what I'm saying. We can't get away from Bond with Batman. They're just always in and out.
Yeah.
And then Nolan has all these Bond homages and kind of wishes he was making Bond. And
if only we went full circle and made that Adam West Batman versus Godzilla movie. Because there's also a lot of weird Godzilla Bond connections.
Oh, really? Austin, there's a lot of people getting jacked in this movie.
There is. Robin is one of them.
Just over and over again.
If only Alfred was like, help, I'm getting jacked.
So that's a line I read about. He goes, that's the kind of answer that fits the color of your skin.
Ooh.
That's what he just said.
And then he just went, so long, suckers. He's like a 3-year-old.
Meanwhile, I'm like, he's a 40s gangster. Oh, you knew that was going to happen. Yeah, that was coming. Yeah, get him. The crocodiles are going to get him. Are we going to see it?
Weird bear noises.
Is that Forrester or Foster? I have no idea what the man's name is based on your accent.
He's dead.
Mom, wasn't this made for children? I thought movie serials were supposed to be for kids. I mean, not explicitly. Certainly, a lot of kids went to them, but it was really
it would also just play as entertainment before the movie. It's kind of like just cartoons back then, you know. Like they also weren't really made for kids because they would just play in front of movies.
And everything was more for everybody back then. I mean, not everything, but a lot of things.
Yeah,
and just like today, it was all about making it accessible to a general audience to keep you coming back. Like the point of these wasn't just having like an extra thing before the movie for the kids or whatever. It was to hook you so that you would come back to the theater every week. And that's why it's 15 parts. Like, if you can hook people with a cliffhanger every week, you can get their money 15 times in a row.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Robin lost his Dr. Horrible glasses, or goggles.
I think that's the least of his worries.
He's got severe brain damage. That's why his hair is looking like a racer head.
You know, we're only an hour in. I have lost track of how many people have been murdered in the serial so far. I didn't expect this much death.
Oh, and now we're going to a Hindu
mystic.
Look,
a Hindu mystic.
I didn't realize we were entering the Quickie Mart.
Well, at least it's like equal opportunity offensive.
That is true. Hey, you got nothing better to do. Come on, man.
You're sitting around. Everybody knows you're a sham. It's not like anybody's coming in here to get their fortunes told.
Oh my God.
Bruce was really happy about that too. Like, yeah, take that, stupid Hindu Swami man.
Oh, please tell me that Bruce Wayne is going to disguise himself as the Hindu mystic.
I hope so. I hope he calls himself Matches Malone, the Hindu mystic. Take a drink every time Daka says Section 1.
Yeah, just move that couch a little bit. There you go. He's gone. Oh my God! Yep, we're doing it. Yes. No one will ever see through this disguise.
Austin, you're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
We've got a guy in the comments that claims to have seen this in a movie theater.
Yeah, I just saw that, but then I was distracted by Hindu mystic Bruce Wayne, so I didn't read it right away.
So Vic Martino, name I don't recognize, probably just popped in because he saw the title for this. Welcome, thanks for being here. My brother Michael took me to see this Batman serial in a movie theater when it was released in theaters during the airing of the '66 show.
That's amazing.
And I read that it had a release around then. Although I thought what I read was that it was like a year before that show started. But there may have been another one that wasn't documented, because a lot of this stuff is probably not super well documented.
That's really cool. This would have been like really fun to see on the theater with a crowd.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, if they released it now, you and I would have to go.
Oh, 100%.
You'd have to come here and we'd go.
Yeah, exactly. At least Bruce Wayne had enough forethought to turn the lights off. He didn't do one of these.
This is like that trope when your hero pretends to be a Catholic priest and is like, "Forgive me, Father, I have sinned," right?
But better.
Why? Because he's faking a Hindu accent?
But just because he's pretending to be a Hindu mystic. That's really funny.
Yeah, but his accent was amazing. Did you hear that?
Yeah. There's a really good like take on that trope in that new Indiana Jones game, where he's pretending to be the priest doing that, but the person in the booth is a Nazi, and he's like describing the things he's done, and it's like, you're a terrible person. It's really funny.
You know, if you go back and look at the '60s show and you're younger and you've watched lots of Batman things and you don't understand where some of that comes from, like why is he duly deputized agent of the law and not an urban legend and all of that stuff. Again, so much of that is baked into this already. We've also got Bruce Wayne calling the police station and calling himself Batman. That's also very 66.
I think Linda's also been gassed like 6 times in the serial at this point.
A bunch of people being gassed in this movie.
She's gonna have serious lung damage. She's been hit with mustard gas so many more times than Robin's been punched in the head.
It's like she keeps getting hit with a neuralizer. Oh, I thought we were going to watch him get changed in the back. Were you thinking that?
I like that we just had that one cut. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I like that we have just one cutaway of just turn on that street so we avoid traffic.
What, you know what I wish it did though? I
What's
wish it did that transition and then he was just in his bat suit.
That'd be great.
The wipe transition. Oh yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
We
well,
basically
Robin's in a suit now,
did it. Yeah, how did Robin was driving? How did he get his suit on?
Maybe just put the mask on.
Oh, ask and you shall receive. That's all I wanted, folks. Writer, $2 super chat. You used to have a Captain Logan symbol on your wall. I did. It is currently, so I have a sign that says Captain Logan Batcave, and it's a bat symbol. That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
It's on my Batman art wall over here. I've got a big wall of Batman art, and it's sitting on that. I can go grab it in a minute.
Batman's hanging out the window of this car.
That's awesome!
Yes.
This is so good!
This guy's the original Tom Cruise.
I thought we were going to fall asleep watching this. This is fun. He's gonna stand straight up? See, it's easy to do when you're projected and you're not actually out there,
But he was actually climbing the car at first. We then got away to this.
That's true. Oh, and he's using the electric gun.
Now we're in Spider-Man 3 in that bank robbery scene.
That's true. See, Austin, he knows how to expertly use this gun now because he tried it out on Alfred.
It was set up and payoff. Oh my god, are they going to throw this guy out of the car in the actual street shot?
Dun, 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 dun. Writer, what's the story behind how you got that? Oh, my sister-in-law got that made for me. There goes that truck!
There goes my hero.
There's a couple places online where you can go, like Etsy shops and stuff, to get custom wooden signs like that made. And then it's got a light in it, it lights up. But yeah, also what I was saying earlier about the belt, yes, it holds his pants up, but it is a utility belt. It's got pockets. Like, it should have stuff in it. He's never going to take anything out of it.
It's got Batman's change in case he needs to take the bus.
Well, and the actor
now we're in a submarine.
The actor didn't like it because it makes him kind of look like chubbier than he is. Because he's actually apparently a really thin, slender guy. But he's got this giant belt that makes him look like he's got a pudge he doesn't have.
I think it's because it's like really long.
Yeah, that's not very flattering. That's not fair to that guy.
It's like half belt, half girdle.
What is your message, Captain Curie? This voice is growing on me, by the way.
Dang, I wish every villain spoke like this.
I think I've been lulled into it now.
I hope this is what Doctor Doom sounds like in Doomsday.
He just said bonsai. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Bonsai.
Bakaru.
Robert, I wonder how many Captain Logan labels are in Cap's house. We know he loves to brand everything. There's a few. So Bruce, okay, I think this might be the place where we find out he's working for the government.
I was going to say, this has to be something, because he's talking about coded messages.
So the first thing I would have done when I got back home, Alfred, or Austin, is hide all the guns from Alfred. No, he played an April Fool's Day joke on you earlier with the electric gun.
Take Alfred's gun, shoot it at him. Step 3, profit.
Alfred, you look like you need some sleep there, buddy.
He probably does. He thought he was going to die like a day ago.
Speaking of that, this had to have been a difficult shoot for this actor, Austin, because Bruce Wayne is in literally every scene of this. Not literally, but nearly everything Doc is not in. Like he's constantly on screen.
The way he is, you could have easily shot just all of that, like one after another, and like knocked out all scenes.
That's a 2-day shoot.
Yeah. Well, just how long it is, maybe like a 3 or 4 day. But yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Dick also works there? I wish James Bond also had like a 10-year-old he hung out with doing like crazy missions for the government.
But yeah, it had reappearing ink when you put water on it. Like that's neat.
That's cool.
Bob the Hun, why is the action in the serial so good? The 60s show didn't have action this good. Well, part of that with the 60s show, to be fair, was censorship. Right? Yeah.
It is unfortunate.
But I don't know if it would have had all the car chases and stuff that this is doing. Like, even without the censorship. Because it did not do stuff like that. But they didn't do much location on that show. I mean, a lot of that was shot on standing sets in a backlot. There's a body here, but not a dead one.
It's alive.
And look, you can't call me racist for doing his accent. His accent sounds nothing like an actual Japanese accent.
Nothing like a Japanese person.
Like, whatever he's doing, it's not that. Oh my god, he's Rihanna. It's alive!
It's the bride of Frankenstein.
Dan Schneider, the action in this is better than 89. 89 doesn't have anything as cool as that car sequence.
Yes! Michael Keaton didn't jump off one car into another car. That was just straight up like Mission Impossible.
It didn't have those kind of stunts, that's true. I mean, I just still like the line coming out of the Batmobile that goes around a pole and then flips the car around. Like, that's pretty cool.
89 doesn't have Vicky get gassed 6 times.
Can you imagine if Batman Forever had Robin getting punched out that many times?
That'd be amazing.
Like when he shows up and he fights the Neon Street Gang without his costume, they just keep handing his ass to him over and over again. That girl's like, oh, it's Bat Boy. He's like, no, I'm Batman. And he just like gets punched in the face 5 times. Like, okay, fine, I'm Bat Boy.
At least he looks like an older guy. That, you know, he at least looks like 18. This Robin's like 15 and he keeps getting punched in the head. His brain's not even fully developed. It's getting rattled.
Okay, we are spending too much time with this villain, though.
He's starting to lose you.
Well, I just don't think any of this is necessary.
He's got, like, the school projector.
Well, who doesn't have any historical perspective now?
That's just funny. I became a rat catcher, too.
Robert
Put away.
Robert says Cap's impression is racist towards Irish men playing Japanese characters.
Exactly.
Oh my god, we're still doing the Japanese Cave of Horrors.
I hope Batman punches out this spokesperson guy.
But I mean, historically, this is what we tend to do with a current enemy, right? Like,
yeah. Well, it's like I said earlier, like this is right after Pearl Harbor. Like you saw this too with 9/11. And obviously you saw this a lot with the Russians.
I was gonna say you saw it with the Russians. You get some of that with Russians now.
Well, I was gonna say now we're often like kind of too afraid to name names for things. We'll kind of just go the enemy.
That's true too. But yeah, did you suggest we did that some with 9/11? Because there's a lot of that with like Arab terrorists and stuff on television, like all over 24.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this guy is alive.
Did you hear that? Well, it's a good thing we got in free. There's some legitimate funny dialogue in this. Oh, of course, his name is Saki. What's a Japanese name? What are 3 words we've ever heard in Japanese?
I think you said that to make fun of him. I don't think that was like genuinely his name.
It was an insult.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's Dr. Daka.
That's a very...
I love how it's just like the head of, was it Robbie the Robot?
Yeah. You were right when you said it was a flying saucer, though. He's wearing a flying saucer on his head.
Yeah. That was the miniature for another film that was made.
Austin, I promise I wouldn't do this the whole time, but do you, when Daka said that just now, I don't even know what exactly he said because that accent is hard to listen to. But do you want to know what my bad subtitles said?
What?
They said he pissed on him.
No.
That's what it said.
He pissed on him. How dare he? Now he must shower.
Look, that's what happens in the Japanese Cave of Horrors. Oh no.
What is the guy that they name drop at the beginning of '89? The gangster guy?
What now?
You're the gangster.
Yeah. It's not coming to me. I'll think of it. All I've got in my head right now is Chucky Solid. It's not that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not Chucky
It's
Saw.
I can't think of it.
Something got himself thrown off a roof or whatever.
Yeah. He got ripped and he fell off a roof. Johnny Gobbs.
Johnny Gobbs. They're like, did you hear about what happened to Johnny Gobbs? Apparently the bat pissed on him.
Johnny Gobbs got pissed on in the Cave of Horrors.
Johnny Gobbs, you done got pissed on, man.
Oh, Johnny Gobbs. He got ripped off on a roof when he got pissed on in the Cave of Horrors. Oh yeah, here we go. I feel like you gotta have. So is this formulaic? Do we have an obligatory fight like this every episode?
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's just part of making an episodic thing. Like, you have to have that.
I feel like you can almost set your watch by it, though. Like, we've had enough of it now that I feel like I ought to be able to go, okay, in 5 seconds, I'm going to hear...
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's fair, though.
I'm just making an observation.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem.
No, I mean, it is true, yeah.
Frankly, this is perfect, and I would change nothing about it.
Exactly.
Speaking of goggles on your head...
Sorry, I'm still thinking about that bad subtitle, and I was just thinking about bad subtitles. And the first thing that came to my head was, "You can't piss that way, Wolverine."
We got Batman in a plane now. I mean, we're doing a really good job of varying our locales.
Yeah, they got different kinds of set pieces.
That's cool.
Mm.
And I mean, they're all pretty standard for 40s movies, but there's something real endearing about it.
Yeah, it's what you want to see. They know what you came here for.
Yeah. It's not trying to be any more than what it is, Austin.
Yep.
But you gotta give them props for really looking at the material. You know, like besides not having an actual Batman villain, they are trying to make a comic book on screen the best they can.
But like I said when we talked about the history, like having comic book villains also was not a given. Like 66 is an outlier on that.
Yep.
So like I can give them that at least.
Did the Superman serial use Luthor?
I think I've heard that, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about that. I don't know if the Captain Marvel one...
Now, that is after this, but I think... Because I read in this that, if I'm remembering this right...
stock footage.
Tell me if I'm wrong about this, but in the comments, but if I'm remembering this correctly, Columbia... was supposed to make a Superman serial, and they couldn't get it worked out for whatever reason, monetarily, and so they ended up going and getting the Captain Marvel license. Was it Columbia that made Captain Marvel?
I have no idea.
Because I thought I read that in this, but now I'm second guessing it. I can't remember if that was a Republic serial, but I think I read today that Columbia made that, and like they were supposed to do Superman, whichever studio it was supposed to do Superman. That didn't work out. They go to Fawcett because at the time that wasn't all DC yet, and then they make Captain Marvel, and that's actually really popular. And so, if I remember this right, Batman actually kind of happens because of that.
Oh, okay. Dan Stan and John Kelly both.
Captain Marvel was Republic. Okay, so I'm remembering that wrong, but they were supposed to make Superman and did not make Superman.
Yeah, and Dan Stan and John Kelly both say that Superman versus the Atom Man has Lex Luthor as the main villain.
Okay. Edgeworth, Perola.
Edenville, Garden City. We need to bring these back. Those should have been spots in Arkham City, or at least Arkham Knight.
They should have been. I mean, if you're gonna have Otisburg,
Exactly. That's not even a Batman thing, Rocksteady. Get out of here.
Section 1. Everybody take a drink. You said it again. He has this flippant disregard for life because he's an evil Japanese man. So the guy on the other line was like, "We got 2 bodies," and Doc goes, "Who are they?"
Oh.
My subtitles say Captain Curious Submarine.
We all live in a curious submarine.
Calling Captain Curious Submarine.
He pissed on my submarine. Where does he get one of those things?
You know what Doc is?
What?
He's a baseball announcer.
Coming on number 19.
We got a fly ball.
Jackie Robinson hit a pop fly into the curious submarine. And now he's pissing on third base.
And now coming to bat, Section 1. Just shoot Alfred. Just shoot him.
See, this is a cool Alfred, though. Not only is he not bringing her to the Batcave, but he's actively blocking them from walking out of the Batcave.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I have expected him to just go stand in front of the clock. Like, no.
I thought so too.
No, don't come this way. This isn't an entrance to anything. It's just the clock.
I very much do love time, sir. Well, he could be Clock King.
Oh, by the way, did everybody remember that Batman has a girlfriend in this? I feel like we haven't seen her in like an hour.
It's because she was gassed during that time. Did you find the place easy? Yeah, I just got gassed 6 times on the way here.
Linda was frozen today.
The painting that they have on the wall here also kind of reminds me of that Jurassic Park set. You see the raptor shadows through it?
Yes. Another disaster.
They made a disaster of my daughter's wedding.
That's a great idea. Destroying the Batman. How did you ever think of that? There's a hero in the way of our getting what we want. How are we going to kill him? Brilliant!
If you are good at something, never do it for free.
I only burn my half.
The TV's plan.
If you don't destroy the Batman, I'll blow up a hospital.
He's going to make him squeal.
I'm just a dog chasing cars. I don't know what I would do if I caught one. Is this beard a real beard?
I think is that also.
Is this Alfred in disguise? Why is Alfred in disguise
he also
here?
has a very obvious toupee.
I don't think that's Alfred. He's a younger man with a flat nose.
Okay, yeah, no.
I don't know why there's this Mennonite here, but alright.
His beard and hair are different, and they both look fake.
They both look fake.
Why did they pull up the plastic Santa from the Santa Claus 2?
Discussing topics. This is not Alfred. Thank you. Thank you. I figured that out. Thank you for giving us every single tiny detail about this radium theft plot.
We need to know. This is like the '89 scene. They're in Vicky's apartment. Bruce is gonna go crazy.
Do you know how a normal person gets up in the morning?
Dr. Duck is also Michael Keaton.
And goes downstairs. I just want to do everything in that accent now. You know.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I ask all of my praises.
I love purple.
Alicia fell out of the window.
You know, my worry now is when we eventually do this for the 47, it's not going to be this entertaining.
I hope it's as good as this.
That's the one I saw when I was a kid, and I remember really liking it. But, I mean, it's been probably 25, 30 years since I've seen it.
Who is the villain of that?
Also some made-up thing, but I don't think it's a Japanese stereotype, man.
It's not Dr. Daka. He's not back.
No, I think it's a generic mad scientist.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's so cool.
I thought they were just going to crash right into the
I thought they were going to crash into the wall, too. It got real close. Roboter says, now is the winter of our discontent, Batman.
Oh, yep, now it's time. I can set my watch by it. Da-da-da-da-da-da!
And it's the fake hair man beating them up.
Oh, Batman was nice enough to open the windows this time. He didn't crash through them.
That was the 1940s version of the Arkham. It's the freaking Bat. That's Batman.
Like, look, we've wasted a lot of glass. I think to save money, this scene,
got punched so hard
he'll just pull it open like this. We'll save a lot of money that way.
I think it's because it's Linda's apartment. He didn't want to break his girlfriend's when.
I gotta tell you, it was not a given that this much of this would actually take place at night.
No, not at all.
That's the thing I'm really digging on with this. Hey, Austin, do you think I should get this suit made and wear it to a convention?
Yeah.
Do you think I'd get made fun of, or do you think anybody would actually appreciate where it came from?
No one will know what you're referencing, I don't think. Like, you may get a person here or there, but I think it would be cool.
You know, people would be like, that is the crappiest bat suit I've ever seen.
Maybe, but they would just be a-holes.
Hey, you are an a-hole.
You should go and you should have that bat suit. And you should have Sarah dress up with the UFO on her head.
That's a great idea. I'll have Jason be Robin, and every 5 minutes I'll just bitch slap him. Like,
bam, right in the face. Yeah, and then the rest of your kids can all be Dr. Daka. They can just be multiple.
You also really got to give them props for this Wayne Manor set. I think it's really good.
Oh, he's got the rope here too.
Oh, that's cool. Now he's got a cowboy hat. Also, this Wayne Manor objectively feels larger than the one in Gotham. I'm just saying. The Batcave feels about the same size, but that's more ridiculous with Gotham, that it feels that small.
I would respect Gotham so much more if Batman showed up in that last scene and he looked like this Batman.
Yes! He should have showed up at the end of Gotham and had that proto suit from Absolute Batman, where he's a vampire and he's replete with plastic teeth, where he's biting people. He should have done that.
Yes.
Dan Schneider, this Robin is probably around Jason's age. No, he is. We know that for sure. He's the kid was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Alfred's gonna shoot a gun again? I want that so bad.
Help! I'm being killed.
I think I got 7 of them. No, you got 3 twice.
Robin, your brain's leaking from the hole.
Discussing topics feels the need to tell me every time there's a bearded man on screen and whether or not it's Alfred.
That's true.
I got this one. Discussing topics. I figured it out.
Oh, they got a vat of acid.
But I appreciate your help. Oh my God, is Alfred going to become the Joker?
Help! He's trying to burn me in acid.
I want this Alfred to put that batsuit on so bad.
Just so I can hear this voice coming out of Batman.
John Kelling, how well can Jason take a punch?
Batman, maybe hurry.
He's coming through the way. Nobody's going to see you up there, Batman. Yeah! Yes. Come down the rope. We did that a lot in 66, too.
I love that he then swung it back to Robin. That's great.
And we cut back, and we do that a lot in 66, too. I kind of wish we'd stayed in the...
Alfred's getting his ass kicked again.
I wish we'd stayed in the wide longer.
Oh, sure.
Because I really liked that shot. Punch him. Get that chair out of your way. Punch him again.
Punch Robin out.
Austin, do you like the sped up footage?
Yeah, I do. It's very like early Sean Connery Bond. They do a lot of that. And
oh, I thought you were going to say it's very silent film, because that's very much a holdover from silent movies.
No, I was thinking that too, but because there's so much Bond that I'm seeing in this, like, as well. Like, I'm thinking of stuff like that from Rush with Thunder.
Robert, Batman murdered that chair.
Oh, this has got to be a cliffhanger right here.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
Because every episode, you gotta inch the plot forward where it seems like they're gaining some ground, and then the villain looks like he's gonna kill him right at the end.
We're in Death of the Family right now, but reverse.
That was hilarious. Did you catch that? You're so lucky these beams protected you.
These beams made an arc and protected you, yeah. And Batman went, you're lucky you have half of your beard. That's better than none, Alfred.
So you know me, Austin. I've always loved Adam West Batman, and I always appreciated it as a parody of itself, like it's Batman, but it's a parody of Batman. I'm appreciating it even more looking at this, just because it is clearly actually directly parodying this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I always enjoyed that stuff, but now I get the joke. I didn't totally get the joke, but now I get... Like, I got it generically with serials, but I never appreciated that it was actually doing this, because I've never watched this.
It'd be like watching Austin Powers and then watching like a Sean Connery Bond movie where you're going like, oh, now I see like the exact thing they're making.
The exact thing, yeah. Well, I was always skeptical of whether it was really about this stuff or if it was just generically serials.
That guy just put a like really long revolver into his pants. It wasn't like 89 long, but I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I think it's unfortunate that we're not getting this bearded guy with Alfred with a fake beard in the same scene. That needs to happen.
Mm. Oh, he's got a really little gun too.
He's got a noisy cricket. I hope you learn how to play pinochle.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you get to the end of that scene and he's like, that beam made an arch and it saved you, like, 60s Batman does that every episode.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is like just straight up an 89, 66 cliffhanger.
But unfortunately, because there's no gadgets, you're never gonna hear this Batman say anything like, "Confound it, the batteries are dead."
But it's also not gonna have Robin get punched in the head while Alfred just starts shooting at people.
I'm excited to eventually watch the 60s movie with you for the Rewind
Yeah,
Project.
I've only seen that one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and I think only with Batmania, too. Like, I don't think I ever watched it just on its own.
Oh, cool. I'm excited to see what kind of experience that is for you then.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw that foam rubber factory out of the corner of my eye.
That's what I say every time I see a doctor.
Don't
try to give me any pills.
Give me
now.
any pills.
Oh, is he gonna chloroform him?
Yes, he is. Is this guy going to turn into a zombie? I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see this bearded man be a zombie.
I hope at some point. He's really struggling with the curtains.
No, that's how he's signaling to his people outside.
My bad. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Idiot.
That's my bad. Well, it's because he started to do it, and I thought he was like closing it so that nobody.
No, for a
see
second
inside.
I thought that too, but I figured it out before you said that, and I just thought I'd be an a-hole.
It's okay. I got piss on you.
The only thing I'll promise is that I won't try to give you any pills.
Oh, thank you, because I don't want any pills.
Don't give me any pills.
You got Star Drug Co.
We definitely don't watch enough things from the 40s on this channel.
I know. We need to do more of this. I've been watching like a little bit of like 50s sci-fi.
Oh, cool. Like what?
I'm kind of ready to be like in this kind of a place.
What have you been watching?
Just some like Harryhausen stuff, like 20,000 Fathoms. It came from sea.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look out, because Doc is going to blow one of them up. I will blow up
this
a hospital.
And then it doesn't blow up right away, and he's like, ah.
Click, click, click.
He just says it.
Click, click.
You see, Batman, it is all part of the plan. But then a few Japanese fighters blow up a couple of ships in Pearl Harbor, and then suddenly everybody loses their mind.
Oh my god, no. No, you weren't supposed to say it out loud. So Austin, I hate to do too many direct comparisons with things because it's not fair, but we're halfway through this, and it is 16 times more entertaining and less boring than Secret Invasion.
Oh, I mean, that's just a given. Like, experiencing a colonoscopy is less bothersome than watching Secret Invasion.
So tell me if you agree with this. Is the thing that Dick just said maybe the most insulting thing?
I missed it. What did he say?
I'll tell you. He goes, "I've never heard of a Japanese launch me."
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't blame Dick. He's been punched in the head 800 times in the last 2 days.
I feel like he and Linda get a pass for any crazy thing they say.
Yeah, anything they say is okay. Rob's got serious brain damage from being punched, and she's got serious brain and lung damage from being gassed.
Dan's dead. At least you can see what's going on in this. And
Yeah,
it's black and
exactly.
white, and a lot of it's really, or a lot of it's in the dark. Like, this is at the very least well lit.
Somebody worked on this.
Somebody put in some effort and tried. And also, Secret Invasion relatively had a lot more money than this.
Oh, a lot more money than this. All I remember about that, too, is that...
No, do it! He goes, or we will convert you to a zombie. No, I want to see that!
Yes, do it.
He's there,
Make sure he still has his cowboy hat. Like, just put the mind
I want him
control
to be a
thing under
zombie,
it.
and I want him to go through the trapdoor, and I want him to get eaten by the crocodiles that sound like bears. I want all of it. The whole thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Drop the guns, gentlemen.
Oh, this guy's finally paying off.
It was like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god. This caveman is kicking ass.
Oh my god. He's completely manhandling
Did
him.
you just stab him in the back? Like,
No, he had his caveman club. Bashed him over the head.
it looked like a sharp implement. I wasn't sure. I don't know if I'm putting it past this serial to have someone pick up a knife and stab someone with it. Like,
Yeah.
do you think that?
I mean, Halloween...
Could that happen? Do you think that's possible? Like, they're not going to show any blood or anything.
Maybe. Halloween 4 did have Michael Myers stab somebody with a shotgun, so who knows? Anything is possible.
Writer says Secret Invasion should have been kept a secret.
Yep. It truly invaded us, though.
But not secretly. Where are you going to put your costumes on?
On the roof.
Are you carrying suitcases? Do you have it on underneath your outfits? Like, are we just going to come back to them and they're Batman and Robin?
They're just gonna have them next time we see them. 100%.
Well, they did that in the car. Yes,
there they are.
Yes.
Yep. But also, wouldn't you still have to climb the fence to get in? Like, to climb up the roof?
I don't know. There's a lot of convenient, like, places to put your feet to climb up buildings in this.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, I feel like I've been on this roof before.
Robin, I didn't get the sense this building was that big.
Robin, do we have the budget to break mirrors in this chapter? Or to break glass in this chapter?
Robin, do your, 15-foot elbow drop onto them. Yes!
That music cue was awesome. Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you notice that, though, when they started fighting?
What? What?
Batman ran in, punched the first guy. Robin ran in, the guy grabbed him and punched Robin in the head.
I missed
Even
that.
with-
Sorry, I was focused on the
even-
soundtrack.
No, of course. Even with the element of surprise, Robin is getting punched in the head.
Because I felt like some of the soundtrack has been a little generic and hasn't really been scoring what we're looking at. But
Some of it does kind of feel like stock music. I don't know if it is. It could be.
this scene has been better.
Hmm.
Robert, oh no, they just replaced the glass. Okay, Robin should
Batman's getting beat up.
Robin needs to go to the hospital. He's been punched in the face 115 times. Wait, what are we gonna do with that electric box? Did you see the insert?
Yeah, something crazy is gonna happen.
So, yeah, we're gonna get.
Oh, whoa!
That
Oh
was
my God.
awesome.
Oh my god!
I thought we were gonna get like
Jesus.
electricity all over the screen.
I was not expecting
This is so
that.
violent. You and I have watched things together where we've seen people get their hands cut off, and I've never heard you have that kind of a reaction to violence where you were just like, Jesus.
Just the thought of it, I wasn't expecting that. He fell
Oh
like
my
10
God!
feet.
Is he gonna get crushed?
Yeah.
Oh, he saved him.
Robin, at least, like, pull it up.
He doesn't know how to do that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, he's calling him Bruce here. Don't do that, Robin. Although Robin did say, like, you should tell
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
your
He's fine
girlfriend
with
who
that.
you are. He doesn't care about
He wants
secret
everyone to know
identities.
that their secret identity. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize for a second that it was Batman that was under there. I thought it was going to crush somebody else, and so I legitimately thought it was going to crush a person.
That was Batman when he fell off the thing.
Okay, this is really funny. We watch him fly down 4 flights of stairs, and then Batman goes, "That was some fast thinking."
Bruce, you look like
it
you landed
was.
face first.
He did
Down
manage to
4
stop
stories.
him from crushing him, but just that we had to watch him go down the stairs before he said that, I think is really funny. Like, "Wait, that was some fast thinking, Robin." Holy fast thinking.
But that gives you a sense of how far Batman fell.
God, come on, Bruce, find Ken.
Yeah.
Why aren't we helping out Ken?
They made her happy very easily.
Look again, it's the gas, man.
Oh, here you go. It's the beard guy
Yes!
who's gonna be a zombie.
I'm getting everything I wanted. Austin, it was really weird in that last scene when Linda goes, "That's the way I like to hear you talk."
That's the way a woman should
I
speak.
don't even know what she was talking about. There's something like 1984 about this. I keep expecting somebody to put rats in it or something. Like, it's freaking me out.
Like the Batman.
Oh, yeah. Daka is really enjoying this.
He's like you. He really wanted to see this guy become a zombie.
Only get me out of this electric chair.
James, Daka, stop this crazy thing. Oh, he didn't become a zombie though. They just did to torture him.
Oh. Well, that's weird because he said he was going to make him a zombie. Why did he change his mind?
Because he gave in and gave him the answer. Unless
Oh.
he's going to be a zombie now that he said it.
I needed that guy to have more mental fortitude, not because I wanted him to be more sympathetic, but just to watch him be a zombie.
No, they just used it to torture him. My car's on fire. I better pour water on my
It's really
engine.
nice of discussing topics to continue to explain the story to me, because I do miss things sometimes. Is this your favorite Batmobile, Austin?
Well, this isn't the Batmobile. This is the bad guys.
I think they're driving in the same car.
It probably is the same car. Yeah.
No, I actually can't tell. They have way too many people in that car. You guys are going to get pulled over. You're not allowed to have that many people in this vehicle. You've reached
That's
capacity.
a Japanese clown car. They're allowed to have that many people in it. Pay 10 cents to see the Japanese clown car.
Instead, it's almost like they're saving costs or something.
Yeah.
That's why you put a big bat on the hood of it when Batman's driving it. Then you can separate it from when it's the bad guy's car. Or any of the other things it could be. Imagine if this was the 60s show, Austin, where it's both the Batmobile and the parachute pickup service.
Well, they drove out to the cave from Robot Monster. They're going to go find that guy.
Is it a cave of horrors?
Not Japanese horrors, but yeah.
Just horrors?
If the monster
horrors
from Robot Monster popped up in this movie, it'd become instantly the greatest thing to ever happen.
How far does this cave of horrors run?
This cave has been here for a long time.
They're not going to do a cool thing.
What was that line you said from Forever you sent me today?
Wait, what?
There's that one about the cave where it's like, oh, this cave.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Yeah, Bruce is like, he's flashing back to when after his parents get murdered, and he falls into the cave, and he says, it must have been there for centuries, and I'm like, yeah, that's how caves work. It'd be like if you looked at a mountain and you were like, wow, that mountain must have been there for centuries.
This cave must have been here for centuries.
So we're not going to do a cool thing where this links up with the Batcave and they find the Batcave, are we? Because that'd be pretty
maybe.
cool.
I was wondering that.
Also, you got to give it up for that set, like all the stalactites. They're really trying here. What?
They're like, are you Steve? He's like, me, Steve.
Is this supposed to be a Native American man? Oh yes, because
that's right.
Indian
Steve's
trading post.
And he just goes, me, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
I like his big Pharrell hat though. That's cool.
Again, at least it's equal opportunity, Austin.
Mm-hmm. That is true. No Indian take gift.
So, one of my favorite things so far in this is that they have this Native American guy that speaks super broken English, but his name is just Steve.
Steve? Yeah.
He's gonna go back inside and play Minecraft.
I hope so. If this guy was just in the Minecraft movie, that'd be amazing. Instead of I am Steve, it's just me, Steve.
You'd think they would have named him, like, Walking Bear or something, but he's just Steve.
Flying Bat.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. A little on the nose.
Yeah.
Bear-like crocodile.
anything but Steve.
Screw you, Linda. Your woman's intuition sucks. It's probably because you get gassed every episode.
You've had so much gas, you thought I wanted to go to a cabin. Come on, Dick, let's leave.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting Dick to bring her to the Batcave instead of Alfred. Because he just wants them to. He just wants everyone to know their secret identities. He should be like, "Oh, by the way, we're Batman and Robin, and here's our Batcave." Oh, sorry. In this, it's called the Bat's Cave.
Mm.
Oh, Alfred calls
Yeah,
it
exactly.
Mr. Bruce.
It's weird.
I'm Mr. Bruce.
Oh, I hope we get a car chase with this trailer on the back of the car. No, they're pulling over.
You think it's about
It's that time of the serial.
I was going to say, you think it's about that time of the episode where we have to suit up and everyone's going to wonder how we did that and then fight some people inside this cave? Well, this just became an episode of The Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm. It did at least this time show Bruce and Dick go to the trailer to get their costumes.
Because, Austin, do you remember what every Lone Ranger episode has in the henchman lair? The Lone Ranger TV show had one henchman set, and every episode had, or gang set, and every episode had a different bad guy, but they were always in the exact same shack, and there was always a trap door in the middle of the shack every time. Discussing topics. Everyone has a secret entrance in this.
It's true. We love to see it. Alfred's got like really high pants.
He needs a utility belt.
It's weird.
I do think it's weird that we've got this much cave stuff when Batman has his own cave, and they should link up somewhere.
I mean, hopefully, it's not too late. There's still another hour and a half.
Let's whisper.
By farther, you mean right next to you.
So, Austin, I don't know if you expected this, but somehow I knew that the very next thing that would happen would be fisticuffs.
Hell yeah.
Bam. Punch him.
Yeah, you already had to pick Robin off the ground.
Pick up your ward and punch him. Is it ever going to come up again that he's working for the government? I feel like it was just that one scene.
Alfred's getting punched too. Alfred's dead. Now we're gonna see Linda get gas.
Well, she can't get punched. We can't do that to a woman in 1943.
No, you don't punch a woman. You gas a woman.
Gas, right?
That.
Right. That's called chivalry. That's how I was raised.
Oh my God! Batman just got taken out. That jump move the henchman did.
That was very pointless. Oh man, Batman's getting double teamed. Did you see that?
I almost got killed by a pickaxe.
That was awesome.
It was crazy. Robin's dead again.
Did he just say the plunger? What did he yell?
Yeah. The plunger, like for the dynamite.
Oh, there you go. Well, he said it in his thick New York accent, so he's like, the plunger!
We're in Death of the Family again, or Death in the Family again.
Oh, crap, she's been knocked out again, but this time it wasn't gas.
No, this time it was from a big rock hitting her head after an explosion. Which is maybe worse.
So I guess that's
gassing.
okay. We can't punch her in the face, but we can drop a rock on her head.
Yeah, well, there'd also be all the smoke too. So like that's the gassing part of this.
Somebody give Alfred a gun again.
Oh please!
And we got some rubble.
He's one of them crooks.
Yeah, you'll find out soon enough. We're gonna shoot you in your face.
I'm going to kill you.
This is the best Batman.
It is, like, objectively.
Mr. Bruce. Just because now Ken is dead, we will miss the beard. You liar.
What kind of an excuse is that?
That is a Smallville Clark excuse if I've ever heard one.
Where were you? Ah, it was sunny out, so I took a nap on the side of the road.
Well, I guess we just kind of got lucky there.
Why would you take a nap on the side of the road in the direct sun? Because it's sunny. To work the mines.
This is the part where Doc should be like, I'll do it myself.
He picks up a pickaxe. I will mine myself.
If you cannot destroy the Batman, I will destroy the Batman.
Didn't I tell you the TV plan was incorrect?
That facial expression was hilarious. He was like, ah.
Eh.
Wait, the police have
like
a what?
Every word in that sentence.
The police have a
warrant?
A warrant? Because you know what my subtitle said?
I'm not surprised because he slurred every word in that sentence. What did it say?
That's true. Everything with him is a slur. That's absolutely right. But...
Everything from him is a slur.
It's all a
Captain
slur,
Logan 2025.
But anyway, it was supposed to be warrant, but my subtitle said wife.
His wife.
They have a wife out for his arrest.
Your father was killed by his warrant.
Dan Schneider, you knew what I meant, man. Everything sounds dirty. $2 super chat. Keep it clean, Cap. I said Batman got double teamed. He did. There were two guys that both came at him. When they were fighting. It's what happened in the show.
Yeah, no, those two guys both came at him while they double teamed.
That's what happened.
Yeah. We know, we saw. They did it while Robin was unconscious, at least. That sounds worse than I meant it to.
There you go. See, it happens to the best of us. This is fun watching this guy try to get out of the Batcave.
It is, yeah.
Intruder alert!
Batman
Shut
controls
up!
these bats.
Wait, I was just making a phone call?
Yeah.
Oh, they set him up.
7, 3.
Listen to the pops. He goes. I'm at the
Batman's place.
The Batman's place. It's Mr. Batman. Mr. Batman. So for those of you much younger than me, that is not a touch tone phone. That is a rotary phone.
That's Walt Disney.
Hello, this is the Batman.
Oh, it's got like Velcro here on his mask.
Yeah. Most assuredly.
Was that his kitchen? There was a fridge in the background. Oh, this is the same set.
It's also like
They just
Gotham.
left
We're
that
only ever
set
in the
twice.
kitchen.
They left that set and then cut away to them leaving that set again.
Did you see Alfred? Whoa!
Oh.
Well, everyone is in. So this is also part of the formula. It's like every other episode or more, somebody has to be in disguise. A lot of mistaken identity in this.
There is, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, just remember the name, Chuck White. I'm not Bruce, I'm not Batman, I'm Chuck White. That's my name.
I hope he pulls out a gun and just shoots at Alfred.
Tyler, 1940s matches Malone. Yeah, exactly. No, it's not. No, it's Chuck White.
Hey, Chuck, this is your cousin, Marvin. Marvin White. You know that new disguise you were looking for? Well, look at this.
Chuck White sounds like sounds like a brand for canned tuna fish.
It's so specific. Oh, the Sphinx Club.
Yes, King Tut runs that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tyler matches Malone's cousin, Chuck White. Bob the Hum, what do you guys think a Spider-Man movie serial would have been like? I mean, it's hard to say because Spider-Man didn't exist yet. Like, by the time we have Spider-Man, we're past that era. Yeah. So, you'd have to kind of imagine what Spider-Man would have been if it was a Golden Age thing in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it would have looked really different.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been that far away from something like the Spider, honestly, because you wouldn't have done one of these at that time with just a teenage superhero.
Well, and Spider-Man's weird in that if you were to look at this stuff as like the modern superhero, Spider-Man's kind of like a postmodern thing, like at the time.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you had Captain Marvel, where you've got like Billy Batson, but you've still got like a more grown up superhero thing. I don't know if you would have ever had a serial that was like a high school show.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's like almost kind of a satire, like in its time.
Sit down, Chuck White. I like the accent.
He immediately gets angry and leaves.
It's reverse psychology, Austin.
Look at his shadow. It's Batman. That's genuinely a really cool shot.
That's neat.
It was his hat. The way it was lined up was making the Batman.
I don't even know if it was intentional, but it worked.
I bet you they didn't intend that and then noticed it on set and, oh my god, we need to do this.
Maybe so. See if he's got any Batman on him.
Look here, he's got a Moonraker ray gun in his pocket. He was planning to shoot a lamp next to us.
Yeah, it's been 3 episodes since we broke glass. We've got the budget for it. Yes!
The Batman's out.
That was awesome! Did you see that?
Yeah, the bat signal.
Yeah, that was so good. Why did we wait?
That's what Spider-Man would have looked like.
Yes. Why did we wait this long before we did that? That should happen every episode. Mm-hmm. Like, before they jump in, they shine the bat symbol.
Robin ran so far away, he ran into the daytime.
I honestly thought this was going to feel a great deal more generic than it is, Austin.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair. You never know with stuff like that.
Where it would just be kind of Batman in name only. And, I don't know, it feels like a version of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That's a low standard, but I'm just saying. I do feel like for the last 2 hours we've been watching Batman. That's kind of nice.
It reminds me a bit of a live-action version of the 60s Spider-Man cartoon. Where, like, a lot of what you expect isn't there yet, so it's not going to be exactly what you think.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Is anybody else expecting some days you just can't get rid of a bomb? Like, now we're on a pier and...
Oh, they're dogpiling Batman now. I love how...
You can't say that. It's too sexual. You can't say that.
What? It's not as bad as double teaming. I like how Robin's not even involved in this fight. He's like, I've been punched enough.
Who put all these freaking boxes here? That was a great stunt. When he flipped over on that box.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Dan's Den says...
I like how they're clearly empty boxes, too.
Dan's Den
now
says,
Robin's going to get his ass kicked.
This is genuinely exciting at points. And I agree.
It
is. I thought we would just cringe the entire time.
Oh my god!
Yes! I thought we would just cringe this whole time at the, ethnic stereotype. And there wouldn't be as much fun stuff to look at, but...
Oh, he killed Batman.
I've been slapped one too many times.
Why wasn't Robin here to take those punches?
That should be the cliffhanger. What's going to happen next time? Batman's just recovering from slapping.
Oh my god.
He rolled away just at the nick of time.
Come on, chum, get out of this net.
Batman's so disoriented. He's like, where am I?
This is what being punched in the head feels like. How do you do this, Robin?
That was kind of ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely the most impressive fight they've done so far.
Besides him, like, them throwing Batman down the elevator shaft.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I wonder if they'll keep ramping it up like that. Like, I wonder if we'll get a climax that is more impressive than anything else we've seen so far.
I am really excited to see what the fight with Dr. Dacko looks like.
Well, I hope he just has, like, zombie after zombie.
I hope so. I'm gonna talk, just let me out.
Matthew...
Oh, we did the shot again of them driving up and dropping a body out of the car.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
They gotta drop him off to not Gordon. It's just another Batman package. We'll just leave this guy out on the street.
Think of all the paperwork we would have to do if we accepted it. Just leave it.
I'm not really getting what the deal is with the hand x-ray.
Yeah, I've missed what that is. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably like how they get in. Like they probably have like some sort of scan and they have whatever that number is, and that's how you know it's one of their henchmen. And you can let them in. Something like that.
So is that like the numbering system where he keeps referring to one? Is there like other ones, but he just hasn't said a lot of numbers? So like, is this number 5?
Yeah, there must be.
I do not appreciate your sense of humor. So
I
that's
wonder if there is
so
more
that's really
one.
cool. Did you catch that?
Mm.
He says, Daka says, I wonder if there's more than one Batman.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I didn't know
No,
if you
that is
noticed
cool.
it, but that was something I read about in this book, and I thought that was a really cool idea.
Hmm. Well, one man could not be punched in the head that many times and survive.
That's why he has Robin.
Exactly. Like I was so happy. You may remain here for the present. Thanks.
I'm so glad I'm living up to the expectations of Daka.
Oh, we're bringing
Oh,
up the Washington thing.
okay. We've not forgotten that.
That didn't sound right, Bruce. Don't say that.
What do you say? What do you say?
Take it in the lab, Dick. Certain things you can't say when the person's name is Dick.
At least he wasn't the one being double teamed.
Thank God. We wouldn't want to see Dick get double teamed. Or dogpiled. Or pissed on.
Oh my god. How did we... We went all the way back to 1943 before we got this raunchy and explicit on my channel. I don't know how this happened.
43 was just a different time. They were
It's
a lot
never been this
raunchier
bad
back
on a
then.
Deadpool review. Like, what is happening? I'm sorry, Dick.
I blame YouTube.
Could you slow that down? I have no idea what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, slow that down, Dick.
Section 1.
The Irradium.
Take a drink. Section 1. He's looking right into the camera. Like, Daka keeps peering into the depths of my soul, and it's freaking me out.
That's how you know he's evil. He's like peering right at you.
You will be a zombie. Get ready for the new order. Oh, he's got to judge their fitness. And judge their fitness.
It's that same plane, but we put lawn chairs in it. Yes.
For that one, like, 10-second scene. Schwacker's lover, that last joke from Austin made stuff come out of my nose.
That's amazing. I'm sorry.
Okay, I really hope I don't miss anything important, but I gotta run off for just a minute, Austin.
Yeah, no worries.
Can you hold things
I
for a minute, or do you want to just pause everything and take a break?
I also have to go to the
Everybody.
washroom, so if you want to just take a break, we
Let's
can take
do
a break
that. Let's
for
have
you.
everybody pause the movie.
Intermission.
And pause. Did you pause it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Guys, we'll be right back in like 3 minutes. And then we've got about an hour of this left, but this is a long one, like 3.5 hours. And
Yeah, exactly. No, this it's like the last like half hour. I'm like, do I
gonna
say
get
like
up?
I'm gonna run off for a second, or like I don't want to miss anything.
That's exactly where
So
I
no
was.
worries.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back. Austin was wrestling with some cords. Are you good to go, Austin?
I am good, yes. My iPad turned off, though. There we go. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, no. Is that what you were watching this on?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, at least you weren't watching this on your phone.
That is true. Or a damn TV watch.
The wrist game!
I need this on 4K, not the wristwatch.
That would be the opposite of 4K.
Exactly. I don't even know how many bits that is.
Okay, guys, we've got an hour of this left. Hopefully you were able to pause with us okay. Austin, let me know when you're in good shape and we'll get started.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. About 2 hours, 25 minutes is where we're at. Everybody, please press play.
Right. Oh, I'm at 225.40. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's right around where I'm at too. Yeah, I'm at 225.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
You are 2 seconds away from me.
Okay, no worries.
All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Well, that's because everybody pulls guns on everybody in this thing.
Everybody pulls guns on Chuck White.
Chuck White! My favorite tuna fish brand.
Legendary outlaw.
Who?
Chuck White, man.
You've never heard of Chuck White? How did it take us this long to get to a bar in this serial?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, that is surprising. They had a portrait of a boxer in the background, too.
Could have been any number of famous 1940s boxers.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson. Or Muhammad Ali.
Everything we know postdates this by like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, Austin, they made this movie before movies were invented.
This is the first picture. They made a really long one just to prove they could for the first one.
The first picture is my favorite picture. Robert said that when he was a kid, he thought that this was just a really long movie and he didn't have any context for what serials are. And I wonder if I had the same thing with the 49, because I had that on VHS.
I had that with It.
Oh, you just didn't understand the idea of a TV
miniseries? I was like, oh, this is just a really long movie.
Well, I was also sometimes confused by pilot movies. Mm-hmm. You know, where like you'd release a pilot as a movie, but it was supposed to go to series.
Oh, just like every Disney straight to DVD sequel.
Well, those I wasn't confused by, because at that point I just, you know, I was old enough to know. But like, you get things like the '90s Flash pilot, which was released as a movie, but you still like on VHS, and it still went to series and got episodes. But for a while, I thought that was just a movie. Like, just a TV movie. Like, I got TV movie. I didn't get movie versus... I didn't get that you could put movies on TV. Or that you could have pilots that were then considered movies. That was all very confusing to me.
Yeah, just a long pilot.
So I saw that in the middle there because I realized how completely uninteresting this conversation is.
Oh my god, are we going to do the eyes in the portrait? Yes!
Yeah, we sure are. Gotta have that. They did that in Captain Invincible.
It's a classic. You have to do that.
He looks like a cheap gangster.
I love the hand movement too. Oh, he looks like a cheap gangster.
That's also a thing that Dr. Mung Mung in The Tick does. I'm really starting to wonder if that's a parody of this. Or if that exact
Possibly.
stereotype is in a few different things. Because I
It
feel
could go
like
either way.
it's overstating things to assume that was looking at this, because this is not remembered. Like, oh, Robert said he had the same thing I did with the Flash. We should watch more of that on stream.
Funny. Yeah, that was fun when we did that.
Your reaction to that was not unlike what it has been for this.
Yeah, and Superman versus the Mole too.
Oh yeah, you know what though? I'm liking this better than that.
Don't make me choose one of my babies.
I know you like that because it had a lot of little people in it.
No, it was also just awesome. I should rewatch that.
You should watch that without us talking over it.
Yeah, I should.
This is honestly, admittedly, probably helped a little bit by us talking over it.
Probably just because this type of stuff isn't really made to be watched in bulk like this. It's like it probably would get a little bit, and actively watching it as opposed to talking while watching.
It is surprising how the time has flown, though.
That is true.
Punch him!
This action is just also awesome.
And we stayed in the wide. Yay! Oh, I meant to say this earlier, but when we had that big cave fight, that was the 43 Batman serial hallway fight.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Oh, that Chuck White, he got away. That bird call thing was their version of the flipping the blinds thing that confused Austin earlier.
Why is he calling a bird? Does he want some bird to find him?
Yes. He has said that like the last 4 chapters.
It's becoming his catchphrase. This looks like a job for Superman.
Yeah, he'll either say, it's time for Batman and Robin to take over, or, Dick, do you think it's time for Batman and Robin to take over?
That also sounds like something Bruce Banner would say.
It's time for the Hulk to take over. It's my secret. It's always time for the Hulk to take over. And then we cut back and they were in costume. Again. It's always great.
Of course. It's also darker where they are than where everyone else is.
Oh, hey, I grabbed this. Here's my Batcave sign. There's my Captain Logan Batcave sign. So yeah, this used to be behind me back at the old place. 5 years ago now. Can you believe that?
Tyler says he's using the bird call to summon Robin. I wasn't genuinely asking that time. It's because Kev was making fun of me for being dumb earlier.
Get it?
He was using a bird call to call Robin.
Get it? Because he's a Robin.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Whoa! Whoa! It just exploded! Yes!
That was awesome.
This has actual production value.
Oh, Columbia knew where to put their 150,000.
Yeah,
that I can tell you.
Look, Austin. If you've only got $150,000, I don't know what this actually cost to make, but if you've only got $150,000, you got to make 15 chapters. What you don't do is build another airplane set.
Just so that your engineers there.
And you don't build multiple roof sets or enough stuff to make it look like a different set. No, you blow up a freaking car. I managed to jump just in time. I'm pretty sure that was a break into the next chapter, Austin.
Yeah, 100%. They couldn't edit around that one.
Okay, you ready? Can I say it? Can I say it?
Do it.
Meanwhile, at the Japanese Cave of Horrors. Can't we make this go any faster?
I'm excited to see when Batman and Robin go through here, though.
You know what I hope they do? I hope they write on that thing, and then Bruce looks over and goes, "It's time for Batman and Robin to take over." And then we cut, and then we come back, and then the writing in the costumes.
And then they get to that caveman guy, and Batman's like, "Wait a minute, that was clearly just a guy."
Number 5.
Number 5
Here comes...
is alive.
Here comes number 5.
This is Mambo number 5.
God, that guy's such an idiot. He's like, that new guy, Chuck White. And then immediately after, the Batman. It's too bad the bad guys had to win again. Now this is going to have to be 15 chapters long.
I'm glad we got to watch Bruce peel his fake nose off. That's great.
And then later you'll get to see him take out his contact lenses.
Remember to eat that banana, Dick, for potassium. That wasn't even that funny.
It's getting late. I don't know why that hit me like, just the way you said potassium? You gotta eat that banana. I thought you were gonna stop it here like, for potassium.
It's important.
Oh, that was great line delivery. Did you hear that? Which will be more destructive than anything man ever dreamed of.
And then he just went, heh heh.
Heh, heh, heh.
And I thought my jokes were bad. Heh heh, heh heh.
Why did we come to the Mayberry jail?
You thought you could escape us forever, didn't you, Chuck White?
You just wait till Andy Griffith gets here.
And things will get real. Look, there he is.
Arms.
It was really a really cool idea to have one of the Stooges meet Walt Disney. I was not expecting this crossover of like Shemp Howard, Walt.
This thing is full of surprises.
In the middle of the room. Look at his crazy broken nose.
It's a Batman. He looked just like a bat. I just love this accent he's doing. No kidding. Where's that guy?
No kidding.
Where's that guy?
A man as big as a bat, let me tell you.
If it looks like a bat and it smells like a bat, it must be a bat.
His voice is just, was it Rocky the gangster from the Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
You're gonna lay a golden egg.
Tyler, how many cigarettes has Bruce smoked in this?
All of them, all of the cigarettes.
it's kind of surreal to me, Austin, to see a live action Batman and Robin in this context where Bruce isn't constantly telling Dick that he needs to go like work on his Latin lessons or practice the piano. Or
It's also fun just how much Alfred is in on things. Like he's actively a part. He's actually just a trio. Like
yeah,
it's not just
he's the other sidekick.
Mhm.
You see him frequently out of the cave.
Mhm. And just walking around with Batman and Robin just as a guy.
Has anyone asked Chuck White for his ID?
They didn't ask for that in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
That's like a post 9/11 thing.
So it is the Mayberry jail. It's just like not locking your doors. It's like we don't even lock the cells. We just assume you'll stay in there.
Yeah, and if you leave, make sure you come back before sundown.
Exactly. You can hang out here with Otis. There's a lot of footage of trucks driving.
There is, yeah. At least we have new vehicles this time.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
They do not seem especially concerned about safety on this production.
And thank God for it. Yeah, that's much better than running over him.
Only 3 cats were killed in the making of this film.
And most of Robin's brain cells.
Robert's freaking out. That was legitimately the coolest stunt we've seen so far.
No, that was like flipping the truck in the Dark Knight in this cheap cereal. It's like, whoa.
Well, it wasn't enough just to have a car hit another car. It had to come into a lamppost and drop the lamppost.
Yeah, it flipped over. That was crazy.
Yeah, just pay off.
Yeah, pay off. Pay off,
Take
Doc, you freak.
Take a hike.
Take a hike with my money, why don't
You hose head.
No, he would say like a Japanese slur, not hose head.
Oh, sorry. You hose head.
I like how this room is a deer head on the wall. Really completes the look.
Car 54, car 54. Come on, Alfred, just let me drive. Let me drive the Batmobile.
Oh, thanks for letting us read it out.
It was really nice of Batman to shine that
yards.
flashlight on it. Yeah.
Drive down a few hundred yards, Alfred.
And the part of Batman tonight will be played by John F. Kennedy.
Well, gadded. He's like, his accent's going a little crazy this episode.
It really is.
It's a lot more funny pronunciations. Oh, now they're climbing the fence. This is a payoff from when they didn't climb the fence.
Like an hour ago.
Exactly.
Ask not what your Batman can.
Weekly.
Ask not what your Batman can do for you. Ask what you can do for your Batman.
Ask not what fence Batman can climb for you. Ask what fence you should climb for Batman.
For the Batman. Oh, the Batman.
Oh, he just said Batman. He didn't say Batman. Robin dodged that punch to the face.
Good
He's
job,
learning.
Robin. You're learning. It only took you 12 chapters.
Yeah, no, that's actual character development.
Dude, that shot was great.
Batman's getting his ass kicked and Robin's kicking ass in this fight. It's actual development.
But you see how he came at the camera?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really cool.
That was cool. Oh no! He just got knocked out somehow.
Oh no, Robin! You're doing so well.
Well, it's like the both of them got the memo. This is the part where we get knocked out.
At least they forgot about Robin. They assumed he was dead, like Batman.
Batman just brought the stupid kid with him. I don't know what that was about. Just leave him on the floor.
He looks like he's in the most uncomfortable seating position right now.
Are we going to talk over the fact that they...
Oh my god,
Chuck,
they took his
Chuck
mask
White
off.
is Batman! We've been wrong all along, Austin. We all thought all these years Bruce Wayne was Batman. Chuck White is Batman.
Chuck White is Batman. Help, I'm being murdered.
Help, I'm being murdered! It is high time for another explosion.
Why would you blow it up to shoot them?
You have guns.
It's gonna take you much longer. Like, you're in a rush. Why are you stopping to set up an explosive?
Batman wakes up. He's like, "I'm wearing my mask, but I'm not wearing my mask."
Something feels wrong. It feels like I'm wearing it like a deer stalker cap.
Not before I punch you in your face, or get punched a few times first myself.
Robin's just still dead.
It's weird how sometimes they'll speed up the footage at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're just gonna leave him.
Yes!
Yes. How did you know that basement would take you to somewhere safe? That was lucky.
Anything had to be safer than there.
Yeah, I guess. But if it was just a basement, they'd be screwed.
Did you hear Robin's line?
No, what?
Like, well, glad we missed that. Well, that was exciting.
That was the end of an episode.
May their fate be sealed as quickly as was Chuck White. Matthew Bass, they just left that guy to die. Yes, they did. Well, I mean, you know what it is that Batman isn't going to kill him, but he doesn't have to save him.
But from their perspective, Batman didn't get up. They also think Batman's dead. So from their perspective, they think that guy set up an explosive and just stayed there and died.
They think he cares that much about this cause that it was a kamikaze mission. Like,
yeah, like, I assume they
It was
were
a
also
suicide
waiting
mission?
for him outside so they could leave together, and then the house exploded.
Like, all these henchmen are just working for Daka because they're getting paid. It's not like he believes in Daka's cause. Like, Daka's just a one-dimensional evil Japanese man that wants to rule the country because the Japanese are bad because it's World War II. Like, no, I believe in the New World Order. Enough to seal myself in this building and blow it up. With me inside. I like how they just stood there and waited for that door to come down.
I'm surprised we now know there's a back door.
Yeah.
We've seen them enter the front door so many times.
It's like they got so sick of using that entrance, they built a new one for this episode. Austin, I like all this undercover stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. Fun intrigue.
Like, they're now dealing with 3 different people that are the same people. Or that are the same person.
This is better superhero intrigue than Brave New World.
I mean, I say that, I guess they don't know about Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, it's just Chuck White and Batman right now, and they think there's 2 separate people, but there is a third entity. Or identity. Oh, discussing topic says we have seen that backdoor before. I didn't notice.
I guess it just, yeah. This just didn't really pick up on it. Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, Chuck White! Just who I was looking for. We've already got a culture of dependency around Batman.
He's the only detective I trust.
Weren't the cops after him at the start of this? I thought that's what we were
Ronald
doing.
Reagan. Well, I don't know about Chuck White, but
Ronald Reagan?
we do have this fella.
The actor?
The president? Well, I don't know about no Batman, but gotta step darker, well.
Look, Bruce, I have no use for a federal agent right now. I need the Batman.
He's the only one I trust.
He's the only detective I trust. I'll find this out with my Bat Crime Laboratory.
You like dropped that into it while it was spinning.
I think it's funny that the Batcave is too small for us to do any of this in it. Like, we gotta come.
He just has a nice desk.
We gotta come all the way up here to. Yeah, that's all it is. That's where he writes in his journal. Like, that's it. He does 2 things in his Batcave. He probably doesn't even suit up down there. He does 2 things in his Batcave. He sits at his desk and he does this, Austin. That's it. That's all he does in his Batcave.
There's no crime right now.
What is this voice, Batman?
Hello? Hello?
I'm the Batman. These cigarettes are poison. You can believe me because I'm Batman. Oh my god, is he gonna die? Did the captain just use a poisoned cigarette on himself? Or is the joke just he's afraid it is? Oh, okay. Okay.
No, he caught it, I think, before he lit it.
Now, I know that that's not actually Gordon, but he's also heavyset like the Gordon in 66 and in 89. And I wonder whatever version of that we get in the next serial is like. Because it seems like up until relatively recently, whoever's in that role has kind of that figure.
Mm-hmm. I guess to Oldman.
Isn't that crazy? It's not until 2005 before we get a Gordon that looks like Gordon. Besides on TV, on cartoons.
Yeah, well, we've never gone back either. Like even when we race swap Gordon for the Batman, like
he's not heavy set.
No, like he looks like Gordon.
Yeah, he looks like a black version of Gordon.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't he even have a mustache in that?
Uncle Martin. Yeah.
God, he is such good casting.
Yeah. No, I love Jeffrey Wright.
Like, I like him anyway, but he's just really great casting for Gordon.
Yeah, when he was also Batman in that radio drama they did like around the same time.
Oh yeah, I
And
not
I
listened to
imagine
that.
that would be pretty cool.
You know what's cool though? That is on our request list.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Somebody asked us to do that.
Yeah, it should be cool.
That's not TV or movies, but I made an exception for it.
Yeah.
You can put that on in your car or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Discussing topics, Gordon is heavyset in the 49 serial. He's also the same guy who plays Lex in the Superman serial. Crazy!
Ah.
And is actually Gordon. Tyler, I wouldn't call 66 Gordon heavyset. I think he's a little heavyset.
I can't even remember what he looks like in that.
He's not obese or anything, but he's not skinny.
Mm-hmm. He's like a little chubby.
Yeah.
She was, but then she got gassed.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good day.
Just some dressed up dude.
I didn't realize Michelangelo worked for DACA.
Well, they thought they were in a Western for a second. Some duded up gutter trash.
He like kind of changed up his thing.
What do you mean?
He was like, time for Batman and Robin to find out or something.
Oh, I missed it.
He didn't say take over. Yeah. He did a
I'm
variation.
never gonna get tired of we cut back and they're in their suits already.
Wow, grab a couple of yads.
That was an Arkham move. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was.
Discussing topics, I didn't know Vicky Vale was in the 49 serial.
Oh, cool. I wonder if that's why she's in 89 then.
I wonder that too. But she might have been back in the comics around the time that script was being written too. I'm not sure.
It's hard to say. Batman's one of those characters where his love interest is so just undefined. Like, you can kind of do anything.
Yeah,
There's been so many.
I don't think Vicky Vale's even always a love interest. Like, I think sometimes she's just a reporter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you should stop standing in that smoke.
Someone's trying to gas us. Don't they know that only Paige gets gas?
People are getting jacked in this serial.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa. You see that like high flying move that was like right out of a comic panel.
You call the fire department.
Some people are getting jacked in this warehouse.
Of course, the girlfriend's got to be in peril. I'm surprised we haven't done more of that. I mean, she gets gassed a lot, but she hasn't been like full on kidnapped yet.
Mm-hmm. They might save that for the final chapter.
Dang, I know that happens in this.
Yeah, it must be near the end. Well, I guess she's kind of kidnapped now.
We finally got
kind of. She is.
We finally got Batman in a burning building. This is great.
Yep.
And we got all this stock footage of fire trucks.
Whoa.
This is, again, pretty ambitious, Austin.
Get out of there, Batman.
we gotta say, Batman.
Your suit is definitely highly flammable. Oh my god.
This is like a year one. This is like a Long Halloween level adventure, and that it feels like it's taking Batman an entire year to solve this plot. Like,
and the mystery is just the Japanese did it.
Tyler says Vicky was pretty prominent in the 80s. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who was using her, though, because, of course, Englehart was all about, was it Silver St. Cloud?
Silver St. Cloud.
Yeah. Batman, don't worry about your girlfriend. You need a hot bath.
Alfred, drive around until you find a nice sunny spot so that Robin and I may take a nap.
Turn your head for a second so that we can suddenly be out of uniform. I'm not dead.
Has anyone else called you?
Yeah, Batman hung up on the police captain. Because the police captain's an asshole.
He is. Stupid Captain Arnold.
Well, now I'm just imagining a police captain that's like...
I'll see Batman. And Alvin too.
Batman's got to get to the chopper.
Oh, you were doing like, okay, that went over my head because the voice sounded. That's not what I thought you were doing.
That's okay. I like this Batman just has a normal flashlight.
Is he gonna put this in his mouth?
I hope so. That would blow my mind completely if we had Batman with a flashlight in his mouth and this.
It'd be beautiful. We're back in this bar, but now as Batman. It's like in The Batman.
Dude, I know I kind of said this already, but I'm really impressed with the
Richard
lighting.
Nixon is living in this bar.
Like, even when it gets pretty dark, you can always see it.
Mm-hmm. No, it's cool.
Okay, I don't know why, but the Batsuit actually looks really good in side profile.
Mm-hmm. No, I genuinely really like this Batsuit. I think it looks good.
It has grown on me.
It's obviously cheap, but like for what they have, I think it looks really good.
I want to make one.
Mm-hmm.
It's really worth a visit.
In the spooky hole.
They're just gonna leave him in the spooky hole. They have kidnapped so many henchmen and put them in their spooky hole.
Who interrupts me? Number 5 again?
I'm so tired of number 5. I hope Batman's butler murders him. Just slow down. Oh, the Ajax factory.
This actor just staring forward looks so funny.
I didn't realize that was a factory that makes cleaning soap for your bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
No. The Ajax factory.
That's why it burned up so quick. Soap is highly flammable.
I'm getting so many different kinds of lessons watching this. I'm learning how to not duck and get slapped in the face, and I'm learning about science.
And then you're ugly.
It's not very nice.
No, this is, whatever.
It's not very nice. Oh, look, a kidnapping.
In this room.
In the spooky hole.
Who dares enter my spooky hole?
Welcome to
my spooky hole.
What? So I've 100% turned around on DACA.
I feel like Daka is at least the third best on-screen live-action Batman villain. Well, it helps because they have so much time to develop him. They've just got more real estate.
And by develop, you mean have him talk a lot.
Exactly.
Okay, now we're involving Bruce Wayne. So he has officially acknowledged 3 different people that are the same person. I don't remember doing that very much in Batman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Matches Malone thing occasionally, but you don't always get Bruce Wayne mixed in with it. Mm-hmm. Or do you even have somebody think Matches is Batman?
Maybe, I don't know.
I just think it's really cool that they did, like, that's legitimately clever on this Batman's part, that we didn't talk about this, but that he disguises himself so that when he does get unmasked and people recognize that face, they're like, Chuck White is Batman, and they still don't know who Batman is. Like, that's awesome.
I don't know if he intentionally did that, though. I think he was just already Chuck White and then became Batman because it was time for Batman and Robin to take over.
Okay.
But either way, it is cool.
But in his defense, he's able to put the Batsuit on so fast that I would assume that he could also take the prosthetics off that fast. And so he intentionally kept it on as a disguise. That's my headcanon, and I'm sticking to it.
But we did have to see him peel Chuck White's nose off.
Well, that's true. See, if you're watching it, it takes longer. But if you cut away real quick, that's the physics of this universe.
Exactly.
He's just talking about it. They thought I was Chuck White.
Yeah, they thought I was Chuck White.
This music got cool again.
Isn't it? It's like an adventure version of Jaws. Like, it's like...
If we ever, next time we have a massive lag, we should do that together so we know if we're in sync. We just go, okay, we're good. We're
good. We got it. That's our soundboard clap. Do you wish to be made into a...
Do you wish to be made into a zombie like your Uncle Martin? That's not Karen Page.
Yeah, she's not going to sell Batman's identity away for cocaine or heroin.
Tyler says he's pretty sure the first part of the 40... It's not 47, it's 49. But the next serial is called Batman Takes Over. Which is pretty great if that's true, because that is his catchphrase.
Yeah.
Oh, no! She's gonna be a zombie like her Uncle
You think
Martin.
This is an offer you can refuse?
She's like, well, this is very unflattering. I don't look pretty in this at all.
She's a 40s. So she's like, I don't look pretty in this.
Just the look on her face, it's like, this is horribly unattractive. Everything about that
ugly.
Should horrify you.
No, it's just the fashion of it.
Batman, that was the one part on the floor you shouldn't have stepped on. Mm-hmm. Like, what are the odds that you stepped on?
I am a little heartbroken that they're going in the back door. I wanted them to go in the front door. But at least they have to go out that way at some point because of the caveman guy.
No, Tyler, don't feel bad. I was saying the 47 up until like a week ago, and then I looked it up again. Oh, no, I was wrong. It's 49. I always think it's 47. Are you
Oh my god, it's
serious?
the Temple of Doom! Yes!
Not only that, but 60s Batman does this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which means they're looking directly at this. And I know I keep saying that, but like this particular moment they do. This is a Catwoman trap.
Come in, Robin! Turn off the garbage disposal. Robin, come in!
But with the Catwoman trap, it's specifically like blades in the walls like this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm shocked by that. That's so cool. I wish McFarlane would make that as a 60s Batman playset.
Robin just walked in and yelled, Bruce, where are you?
Shh, Robin, I'm Chuck White. That was really lucky that he walked in when he did.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. That he so deliberately said Robin when Robin just called him Bruce. Did you catch that? He was like,
yeah.
It's really lucky you were here, Robin.
And then he was like, that's great. And Robin's like, let's leave. Forget this place.
Okay, can I be a jerk and complain about something?
Yeah. You're sad that she's the Borg?
They didn't build the tension long enough with that.
Oh.
With the death trap?
They don't have enough time. We gotta get to the end.
Well, they could just give Doc a half as much dialogue.
No. You will not take away my line.
Mrs. Page, you're a zombie. Follow me. Does he have to talk into a microphone to tell her what to do?
Yeah.
I will show you how to try. He basically just said, I'll do it myself. Did you catch that?
Yep. What?
Ah, crap.
Impossible.
Austin, my auto-generated subtitle said, he must be a magician or whatever. And the thing is, that's what it sounded to me like he said. I don't actually know what he said, but I don't think it was that. But it sounded like, he must be a magician or whatever.
I mean, it could be, because he just got out of that death trap. He could have said magician. I didn't catch what he said.
No. He definitely said magician. I don't think he said or whatever.
Or whatever? Okay, no.
He could be a magician or whatever.
Could be a magician or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, stupid idiots.
So casual, Batman. They must have sent that guy out of that trap and then blown this up.
Why did I wait this long before I finally watched this?
I don't know.
And I have this on disc. That's the reporter that's been working with Knox.
That's Nightwing. He's the first Robin.
Whoosh. We really like the pullbacks on the camera with car chases.
Mm-hmm. That is true. They changed into their suits in that time.
Come on, stupid.
Come on, stupid. Come on, fat. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we're gonna see him change? Nope.
That's how you know it's the final.
Oh, they are. They are taking their time with it. I thought they'd cut back and he's already in
That's how
it.
you know it's the final episode. This is like way more epic.
Dun, dun,
They
dun,
had the shot
dun.
of him ripping the shirt off, and it had the symbol underneath.
What's going to be the location for the big battle? Because I really thought we would do it in Daka's lair, but we didn't.
Unless we go back. What did that guy do that tree move?
Wait, are we just going to be Power Rangers and have this in the park? Like,
I killed Robin, now I'll kill you, Batman. They could knock out Batman and Robin. Oh my god, Alfred's getting in!
Alfred needs a gun.
Yes.
He just fell over.
Alfred should always have a gun.
Disgusting Topic says we're not in the last episode yet.
Are we not? I guess there's 20 minutes left. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so it must be right at the end of this chapter. No problem. I'm very used to being slapped in the face by now.
They're gonna take all of these guys back to the Batcave?
There is not enough space for all this.
They already have one guy there.
All they have space for is one man in a desk.
They do have Zorro masks on while they take them here. That is cool.
He hasn't invented bat sleep yet.
No.
Shut up, you stoops.
You stoops? Is that a thing people said?
You know, I can't remember back that far, Austin.
Batman, I want you.
I like how they have to duck down in the clock. Like, the clock interest is really cool.
It's too small.
But, well, it's funny to me that it doesn't flip out like it does in animated series. That you have to go through the door in the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we have no bat computer.
Batman, you just got caught in a trap. Are you sure that?
Batman's read the script, and he knows that he can only get caught in one more trap.
Oh, fair enough.
He's gonna be okay. Are you serious? They had a
Hell
wax
yeah.
figures box, and there's a real famous '60s episode with wax figures.
Oh, there's a wax figure thing in like every '60s show. To be fair,
Yeah, I mean that's true, but
that was just like a common trope.
I'm just surprised by how many things I'm being reminded of here.
That's one of my favorite '60s Spider-Man episodes. I think we did that when we watched part. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was surprised we did that pan up shot there
That was cool.
because I thought that was all stock footage.
When he's setting up already, like he's gonna feed Batman to
The crocodiles
the alligators. Yeah,
or the alligators.
whichever.
So-
Yeah, oh, same thing.
The alligators or whatever.
These must be some sort of animal.
Or whatever.
I don't care. I'm evil.
Batman is a magician or something.
The way you said that reminded me of there's a Simpsons bit where Homer's watching the
That
Three
shot was
Stooges.
great with Batman on the roof.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Sorry, was it?
There's a Simpsons bit where he's watching the Three Stooges, and he's just like, "Howard is their leader." The way you said Batman is a magician just reminded me of that.
Batman,
Just
your
watching them and says it.
girlfriend is a zombie. I was going to say this earlier. I'm surprised that we just straight up called them zombies all through this.
Oh yeah, but this is more like the classic zombie though, like the voodoo zombie. It's like this is more in line with what it would have been then.
Cake.
Rice cake. What is this death trap they're gonna put? Oh, here we go.
So no, you're right. We are going to come back here for the finale.
Oh yeah, you got to blow up the villain's headquarters. It has to happen.
Well, I bought into your line of thinking that we were actually in the last episode.
Mm-hmm. But I figured we'd get back there at some point, even if it was just kind of rushed.
Maybe they'll go through the front door this time.
Well, that's where they're taking Batman now, so Robin must have to.
But that means we're not going to get to see Batman right in that thing. Freaking 5. Get out of here, number 5. No, let those zombies do it. They're brainwashed or whatever.
They're my zombies or something. I hope Batman breaks out of this box when they pick it up.
I thought that was going to happen. Let the zombies do it. I don't do any of my own dirty work.
Are they going to drop one of the... Oh, okay. I thought he was just going to drop all 3 of them.
Get these hissing alligators. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
That's a really...
I think you just killed the crocodile.
Oh, they were going to say Batman just, like, broke his back.
No, it landed right on the crocodile's head.
So that must have
why
been...
would they throw the full box?
So that must have been the cut, of course, because that's your death trap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty good last death trap.
Yeah.
Like, to bring it back to the theater for the last episode. You think Batman's in the box going into the crocodiles? That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Here we go. Are they gonna? Oh, they're not gonna ride the thing.
Oh, it's so sad. Moment of silence.
This is cool and atmospheric, though.
It really is. This is seriously not appreciated the way it should be.
This is really good.
Look out, Batman! And I don't know how.
Caveman.
I don't know how every person that worked on this didn't die in this production.
I mean, they could have.
Yes! He said it! If the Batman is to be destroyed, I must accomplish it myself. Austin, I've gotten almost everything I've asked for.
That is true.
Except I don't...
Except for the cart.
Not getting Batman riding the cart. There's still time.
I hope they ride it out as the place explodes.
To carnival music?
To the Spider-Man Genesis Funhouse song.
His laugh is hilarious. If I was in this for profit, I would say this is a bad day.
What? You know that?
No, did you see it? Because there
What?
was a bat on the hand.
Was there? I
Yes!
did not see that. I thought it was just a regular hand.
No, there was a bat on the hand. How does it do that? What is it identifying?
Who he is.
Is it DNA? They don't even know what DNA is at this point.
His DNA is 5.
Well, and even so, I'm an idiot. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't have Batman DNA.
Tie them up. We'll take them all back to the Batcave for information. Oh, he's gonna step on the trap.
Yes, he is. Which is funny because we thought he was in it. And oh no,
Daco left.
Austin, I think they're gonna need a bigger cave.
They will.
Da 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 da. I'll never get out of this. How will I ever
stab him with his ears?
Well, that's what absolute Batman would do.
Exactly. My electronic laboratory.
There's something really weird about watching this right after reading Absolute Batman.
So they're basically the same. Did she call off these rabbits?
Yeah, my subtitles called him a Jeff murderer. I don't know what that means.
It's Jeff the Killer.
You Jeff murderer.
Keep trying to stab him with your ears, Batman.
Let this be a lesson to you kids. If you really need to knock somebody out, just punch him in the back.
Exactly.
Just right in the spine.
And never trust Irish Japanese.
Fasten him into the zombie chair. Matthew Bass, Batman, stop being racist. My subtitles have just quit. Like, we don't understand anything he's saying. We're not even going to attempt this anymore.
Just ellipses.
It's just nothing. He's going to get a zombie Batman.
It killed you, YouTube's algorithm.
Before I change you into a zombie. Yep, I've really come around on this villain. I know he's a horrible ethnic stereotype. And it's unfortunate that we just decided that all Japanese people were terrible at this point. None of that is okay. This guy's hilarious.
Oh, Bagora. I am Japanese.
Bagora. The part of Daco will be played by Chief O'Hara.
Yes.
Did you hear him? He goes,
"You jack devil."
Oh, no, you know what
Slap
he's saying.
face.
He's calling him
What?
Jap Devil. That's what it is.
Oh, I heard Jack Devil. Oh, you're right.
That's
He
what
is
I
saying
thought,
Jack Devil.
but no, it's that... Yeah.
You're right. That is
Yeah.
definitely what he said.
No, that's what he's saying.
My brain autocorrected it to not be racist.
So do my subtitles. That's why he's a Jeff Devil.
That's all. That's all you get. Robin just tied him up. All that build up for Daka, and he was taken up by Robin.
Doc's best line of the whole thing is, slap his face.
Slap his face. Please do not hurt me.
Robin, get
We
that
better
chair.
take him back to the Batcave.
We're gonna invent professional wrestling.
Little Page, slap him.
Well, that would have been really entertaining. Oh yeah, what could possibly go wrong? That's the official name of that, Austin. It's the zombie
It's the
headpiece.
zombie
Headpiece trademark. Robert. He wrote the writer's barely disguised fetish.
Dude, I think everyone's fetish is to see a UFO be placed over someone's head.
You know, Doc, I'm not going to kill you, but...
I don't have to save you either.
But I do have to slap you! Hey, Austin, I'm getting some, like, feedback from your mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like something's bumping it or something.
How about now?
Yeah, it's fine right now. No, it's still kind of
Oh,
doing
weird.
I don't know if it's like how you're holding your cord or something, but
It's still bad?
it's still happening. There's not much I can know we can do about it.
Huh.
This is almost over.
Yeah, I'll play with my thing for a second. Hold on.
We're not gonna blow up anything, are we?
No, it doesn't seem like it. Dak's got a knife!
Uh-oh. He's coming back. You gotta do that.
I will shank her.
He could have just stabbed her. Yes! Oh, they're actually showing it!
Oh my god, it is Temple of Doom.
Yeah, they dropped him in the crocodile pit. Seal him in there. Let the see. Batman's not gonna kill him. But he doesn't have to save him. We did that. Yeah, good job, Arnold. You did nothing.
Literally nothing.
Batman's gonna give you all the credit.
And you're lucky to get that. Oh, I thought Alfred was going to drop him into the crocodile pit. Oh, he almost did.
Look out! Look out!
How many did I kill?
I'm honestly legitimately wondering how they did the crocodiles.
Mm-hmm. They might have just had crocodiles.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, like I don't know how expensive that would be.
They had that shot where they panned the camera up. Like, they were in there, it looked like. Nicholas Bodo, do you guys like this Robin more than Chris O'Donnell? I mean, kind of.
I mean, I like Eddie Robin more than Chris O'Donnell.
I don't hate Chris O'Donnell, but it's never what I wanted for that character.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, Batman and Robin left, but Bruce Wayne and his ward Dick Grayson walked in after them.
That was very what we do with Superman in the black and white TV show.
Oh, was it?
Where he's being all tongue in cheek about the secret identity, and he's like, "Well, Batman, all like I can't compete with Batman. He always gets there in front of me. Ah ha 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 ha!" Like we do that all the time with Superman and Clark in that show.
Mm-hmm. It's a big trope.
Well, I didn't think we'd watch the whole thing, but we did. We got all the way through it.
Yeah, we did it. That was amazing.
I thought the last chapter was getting a little anticlimactic until we dropped Daka in the crocodile pit. That helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. No, same here. I really thought they were going to blow up base, but at least
I still would have liked to see the Japanese cave of horrors explode. We didn't get that. Mm-hmm. And we didn't get Batman riding in the carts. But we got like everything else. Discussing topics, no credits to talk over. No, of course not. Not in 1943.
Nope. No one worked on this.
Well, that was fascinating.
It was. That was perfection. When are you going to do 43 for 43?
Oh, no. No, I'm really excited to go back to the 49 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people are saying 49's not as good as this one. So I'm going to go in with a little bit lower expectations just in case, but I'm excited.
Well, and like I said, I've seen that one before, so I'm kind of curious to see how much of it comes back to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, there were some really cool stunts in that.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's my two big takeaways. Is there's legitimately like some effort in that, and it's legitimately entertaining. And secondly, I want to make that Batsuit. Like I want one of those.
Yeah, what's also interesting that we didn't really have an action. Like, he kind of just walked in and they spoke. Like they didn't really. There wasn't like a big action scene in the last episode.
No, and I wonder how many serials that's kind of the trope in your last episode, because there's nothing to try to bring you back next week for. So like it's not about the cliffhanger. So it's more just
Batman and
wrap it all up.
Well, it did the thing that Rises failed, which is Batman and Daka had like an actual ideological conversation.
I was worried that it wouldn't be very satisfying when it looked like we weren't gonna blow that base up, and then he fell in the crocodile pit.
Which is what Bane should have done.
Well, anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. It's getting really late. We'll go ahead and get going, but this ended up being a good choice. I was a little concerned we were going to be bored the whole time, but it worked out.
No, it worked out perfectly. I had no idea what to expect. I'm happy.
Some of the best stuff was pretty early, though, man. Like Alfred with the gun just firing wildly. It's so good.
How many did I kill?
7? No, you killed 2. You killed 3 twice. All right. Well, thanks again, guys. We'll see you again real soon. And Austin and I are going to be back tomorrow night for a request on the original Planet of the Apes. And then Friday, we're going to come back for Batman Forever. Once again, I was Captain Logan. This was Austin the Day Ghost.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Later, folks.